Our players have worked extremely hard.
Breaks a tackle across the 20. Cuts left.
They're fun to coach. They're anxious.
You gotta love this. Throw intercepted.
Be energized and be focused.
Touchdown, Kentucky.
This is Kentucky football on the UK Sports Network.
Fast and fearless, baby. Here we go.
Kentucky Wildcats.
Pure heart.
Louisville Cardinals.
Oh, my goodness.
The Cats are on the road looking to knock off their in-state rivals.
Get back on the field and get ready to go.
Kentucky.
Wildcats and Cardinals battle for bragging rights, and kickoff is on the way. Now, high atop Papa John's Cardinal Stadium, here's the voice of your Cats, Tom Leach.
We're in the Derby City, but it's not roses that go to the winner today, but the Governor's Cup, the award for winning the annual Battle of the Bluegrass on the gridiron. To get it, Kentucky must find a way to slow down the nation's most potent offense, led by the favorite to win the Heisman Trophy. Good afternoon, everyone, from Papa John's Cardinal Stadium in Louisville. I'm Tom Leach, along with the former Wildcat Jeff Piecoro and Dick Gabriel. 45 degrees, cloudy skies as we come up to kickoff. The wind should not be much of a factor today. We'll go to midfield to Dick Gabriel for the coin toss when we come back on the UK Sports Network.
Let's go. Straight ahead. 50. Look out. 40. 30. Goodbye. 10-5. Touchdown. Kentucky.
Kentucky football is brought to you by Brick Street Insurance, Little Caesars, Nissan, Fan Outfitters, State Farm, and by the Kentucky Community and Technical College System. Kickoff is coming up. This is the UK Sports Network.
Oh! Running the far pylon. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Kentucky football is brought to you locally in Lexington by these sponsors: Kroger, Papa John's, Paul Miller Ford, and by Central Bank. Catch the Wildcats in Lexington all season long on your home for Kentucky football, the UK Sports Network.
It's about my heart.
And my heart.
It's about my husband's heart. The Heart Team at St. Joseph Hospital has a long history of saving lives. Today, our surgeons and cardiologists are working side by side. From groundbreaking advancements in valve replacement to life-saving heart surgery for patients not strong enough for open heart surgery. When it comes to your heart, St. Joseph is the clear choice.
It's a clear choice for me.
St. Joseph Hospital, the one name in heart care.
Cats are in white jerseys today, blue numerals and letters, blue pants, white stripe down the side, and the blue helmet with a white stripe down the middle and the UK logo on the side. The captains, Courtney Miggins, Courtney Love, Jeff Bedette, John Toth, they're over on the far side, waiting to walk to midfield to join the U of L captains on senior day. Cards in solid white pants, red jerseys with white numerals and letters, and the shiny red helmets with the Cardinal Bird logo on the side. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the UK Sports Network.
The home of your Kentucky Wildcats. News Radio 630 WLAP AM Lexington and 98.1 The Bull WBUL FM Lexington.
Umpire today, Stanway. The headlinesman, Gus Morris III. Michael Shirey is the line judge. Jeff Batts is the field judge. Jesse DuPuis is the side judge. The back judge is Tony Jocelyn. The center judge is Chris Sneed. Steve Van Bogarts is the TV liaison. The replay official is Rusty Acree. And the referee today is Matt Loeffler, and he'll be taking the captains out to midfield here in just a moment as the Cardinals make their entrance onto the field. It's the 29th all-time meeting. Series even at 14 apiece. It was resumed in 1994. 5 of the last 9 games in the series have been decided by 7 points or less. Kentucky, of course, led 24-7 at the half last year before Louisville stormed back with 31 unanswered points. Should be close to a full house. There's a fair number of empty seats, but I would suspect those will fill in as we come up to kickoff for the Cats and the Cards. And this is a Louisville team, Jeff, that has outscored its opponents 129-43 in the first quarters of games this season. But in the last 2, they've only scored 3 points in the first halves. So if you can stay with them early, there's a chance you can stay with them for the entire race. Down to midfield for the coin toss and game.
Cardinals enter to a hail of fireworks. Wildcats enter, of course, to a hail of boos. Handshakes, though, right now. John Toth for Kentucky. Lamar Jackson for the Cardinals.
All right, guys, I'm Matt Leffler, the referee. This is Stan Y, the umpire. Kentucky, you're the visitor, okay? We've got a good old Eisenhower coin here. This is heads and tails. What's your call?
Tails.
Tails is the call. It's heads. You won the toss. They're going to receive the ball. You'll be kicking from which end?
We want to kick that way.
Okay, put your backs toward that goal. You guys turn around, please.
So the Cardinals, as you predicted, will take the football. Not much win to talk about today, Tom.
Opening kick for the Cats and the Cards, and the battle for the Governor's Cup is next on the UK Sports Network.
Take on any galaxy and take on the mission to enter Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Nissan's Ultimate Access Sweepstakes. You can win a VIP trip for two to see the opening showing at El Capitan Theater in Hollywood. Enter at nissanusa.com/Star Wars Rogue One and visit your local Nissan dealer to see the new 2017 Rogue. Nissan, innovation that excites. No purchase necessary. Ends 11/27/16. Open to residents of the USDC 18 and older. For full details, including odds of winning and limitations on entry and prize, see official rules at nissanusa.com/Star Wars Rogue One.
Take a moment to see yourself as part of the University of Kentucky family. A family that constantly encourages and pushes you toward achieving your dreams. A family that welcomes you to new state-of-the-art living and dining spaces, to enhanced classroom and lab facilities, and to opportunities for pursuing research and discovery with a world-class faculty. We invite you to find out more about our UK family at uky.edu, the University for Kentucky.
Lamar Jackson and company will get the football first. Louisville averages 46 points a game. That's number one in the U.S., and they're number one in total offense at 559 yards per game. Jackson's completing 57% of his passes for 28 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He averages 283 yards a game passing, 124 yards a game rushing, which leads the ACC. And Jeff, as you mentioned, Houston did a great job of getting pressure on him. The last 2 games total, he's been sacked 16 times, and in those games, he's only had 2 touchdown passes and 49% completion, so Kentucky will hope to keep up the pressure.
And I think, Tom, when you've got a guy that's slightly built, he's not a huge guy, and he's been pounded, as you said, it starts to take its toll. I think he cannot wait till tomorrow when he gets 4 weeks off to try to heal up.
On the near side, Travion Samuel. On the far side, Seth Dawkins to await the kick from Austin McGinnis. He'll kick it right to left, teeing it up in the middle of the 35-yard line. We'll see if the Cats can keep Louisville from those fast starts that they have used to bury some opponents this season. McGinnis settles back into position. The 2 return men for Louisville wait at the goal line. Ball's not going to make it that far. It's high. It's going to hit at the 10. Bounce to Dawkins at the 15, and he's drilled coming up the far sideline. Charles Walker delivered the blow over on the far side from St. X High School here in Louisville, and great coverage with the high kick, and they hold them to the 16-yard line, Jeff.
Boy, great coverage. He got the nice little bounce there and a knockout shot at the 16. Nicely done.
Kentucky's going to open with Middleton on the nose. That's a new twist. Miggins and Bell on either side of him. Courtney Love and Jordan Jones, the inside backers. Ware is the outside backer. They open in a nickel package as Jackson drops to throw. All kinds of time. He's going deep over the middle, and it's... Did he catch it?
Yep.
Down at the 40-yard line. He did. Jalen Smith. Just the post pattern straight down the middle of the field, and they hit the bomb on the first play to the Kentucky 42-yard line.
Right through the defense. 3 guys, and he went right by him.
42-yard gain to the Kentucky 42.
No pressure.
Trips to the right, 1 wide out to the left. Jackson will throw again. 4-man rush, fires into the middle. It's complete across the 30, across the 25. Tackled at the Kentucky 22-yard line is Seth Dawkins. Westry making the tackle. Just the 9th catch of the season for Dawkins, running the crossing route, and 20 more yards to the Kentucky 22-yard line.
Well, that slow start for Louisville, you can throw that out the window. They are ready to play today.
Cardinals on the fringe of the red zone at the Kentucky 22, and it's taken them just 2 plays to move from their own 16-yard line. Pistol formation. Brandon Radcliffe, the deep back. Tight end Sturbridge goes in motion left. They give it to Radcliffe straight ahead. He pushes the pile across the 20 and to the 18, maybe the 17-yard line. Courtney Love filled the hole. along with Mike Edwards.
Yeah, but you've got to fill the whole top and bring it. You cannot wait on the running back. That's a gain of 5 yards.
Mark it at the 18. We'll call it 2nd and 6 for the Cardinals. Across the Kentucky 18-yard line. Pistol formation again. Again, the tight end goes in motion to the left. Handoff Radcliffe, and he's hit right as soon as he took the football for a loss of a yard. Great read that time by Marcus McWilson coming on a run blitz. Drops him for a loss of a yard to the Kentucky 19, where it'll be 3rd down and 7. Louisville's offensive line has allowed 37 tackles for loss now in the last 5+ games.
Brought that tight end in short motion. That's his man and man, so he knew it was going to be a run.
Trips left, leading receiver, Cole Hicatini, the tight end, lined up on the near side of the formation. Louisville's right, Jackson out of the pistol on 3rd and 7 at the Kentucky 19-yard line. Now he brings Radcliffe up to the left side. And it's a keeper by Jackson straight ahead, across the 10, across the 5, and he'll go in standing up. Lamar Jackson, his 20th rushing touchdown of the season from 19 yards out.
Well, they made that look easy. He just takes it, puts it in the belly of Radcliffe. You know he's going to run it. Kentucky over pursues to the left side, and he just goes in untouched.
84 yards in 5 plays for the Cardinals. And they have specialized in quick strikes. That's the 7th touchdown they've scored on an opening drive this season. And 37 of their 47 touchdown drives coming into the game as the point after goes through. Now 38 of 48 have come in under 3 minutes. That one took only 2:03 off the clock. It's Louisville 7 and Kentucky nothing, and about to get the ball on the UK Sports Network.
Every year, Kroger Community Rewards helps local nonprofits earn donations, and it's money that stays right here in the local area. Now that donation is increasing to $3.6 million, and you can help decide where that money goes. Just sign up at Kroger.com/community rewards, and every time you shop with your Plus card, you'll be earning money for the local nonprofit organization you've chosen. Please join Kroger Community Rewards, because together, there's nothing we can't do.
When you're out recruiting, an email or text doesn't always cut it. Sometimes you have to meet face to face. That's why I choose Central Bank.
At Central Bank, it's easy to stay connected with online and mobile banking. But when you need someone to talk to or a quick decision made, we're right here with the products and personal service to help guide you toward your financial goals.
Think local, grow local, bank local. Put Central Bank's local advantage to work for you.
Member FDIC.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local Union 369 is a proud sponsor of UK athletics. IBEW Local 369 has been in business for over 100 years. We represent workers in all aspects of the electrical industry. We turn on your lights and power your workplace, providing services essential to everyday life. We support our local communities, providing local jobs for local workers. Our Helmets to Hard Hats program provides jobs for our returning servicemen and women. Visit us today to jumpstart your future at IBEWLocal369.com.
Louisville 7, Kentucky nothing. Jeff, the Cardinals started 180 degrees different than they did in their loss to Houston a week ago Thursday when they fumbled on the opening kickoff and Houston scored on the first play. Louisville comes out after being backed up to their own 16-yard line, hits a 42-yard bomb on the first play, and then Lamar Jackson runs it in from 19 yards out.
Well, safeties have to be better. They just run a straight post pattern on that first play, and he just splits the safeties. You've got to come over the top. Plus, if that ball had been a little bit further out, he'd have walked in the end zone on that. So you've got to be deeper than the deepest guy, and you've got to be more aggressive on coverage downfield.
Kentucky hoping, obviously, to come in and continue to pound its running game, and to be able to do that, you have to not get too far behind. So that's the danger against this Louisville team when they strike quickly like they did down at Tennessee 2 weeks ago. Kentucky ran the ball to the tune of 443 yards, but Tennessee kept scoring quickly, and you couldn't win that track meet, and that's what you have to avoid to have a shot to upset the 11th ranked Cardinals.
Well, you know, the 30 passing touchdowns, that's now their 35th rushing touchdown, so they have 65 touchdowns as an offense, and he now has been a part of 48 touchdowns for this team. That is absolutely remarkable. He being the Heisman Trophy winner, in my opinion.
I would think so. 2 weeks from today, they'll hand that award out. Blanton Creaky from Shelbyville, Kentucky. Left-footed kicker has it teed up close to the near side hash mark to kick it left to right. Saheem King at the goal line for Kentucky. The kick will come to King at the 5. Heads up the left hash mark across the 15. Cuts right at the 20 to the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. Decent field position for Kentucky. Got a Louisville player a little slow to get up off special teams. For the Cardinals, that is Malik Williams down in coverage. It was a little slow to get up. Put the ball down at the 25-yard line for Kentucky for its opening drive of the game, coming right to left. Senior center John Toth jogs out to settle over the football. He'll have Haynes and Mosier to his left. Stallings, Meadows, and the tight end Conrad to his right. Kentucky sends Baker and Juice Johnson to the right, and Vidette to the near side. Boone Williams the setback to the right of Johnson. Out wide, out behind the right tackle. Center Judge standing over the football. They're ready to go. 4-man front for Louisville. Vidette goes in motion right. Johnson, he's going to throw it deep down the middle of the field. He's got Johnson. He's across the 30, 20, Juice to the 10, 5, touchdown! Kentucky, 75 yards to answer.
What did you say about trying to keep up with them? Nice play. They fake the to Vidette, who comes in motion. Then he kind of sits back there low, lets his receiver run by the guy, and as we all know, he throws a great deep pass, and that was right on the money to Juice.
Hit him right in stride. Juice Johnson with his team-leading 32nd catch of the season for his 4th touchdown for Johnson, his 10th touchdown pass of the year, and McGinnis with a chance to tie it up. Kentucky scored even quicker than the Cardinals did.
Went right by D. Smith.
The kick is good. 12:39 to play in the first quarter. Kentucky 7, Louisville 7 on the UK Sports Network.
As your State Farm agent, I'm going to do something I've never done on radio before.
What's that?
Help you combine your home and auto insurance.
State Farm can do that? That means I can do anything on radio, like consume the rare and often poisonous pufferfish. Uh-oh. I can't feel my face.
Please, ma'am.
What happened to my tongue?
All I'm saying is State Farm helps life go right by helping combine your home and auto because they can.
I'm fine. Just a little paralysis.
State Farm, here to help life go right. Call an agent today.
Hi, Wildcat fans. It's Tom Leach here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Lexington or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of the Kentucky Wildcats.
CATS. Champs, champs, champs.
The unprecedented success of the University of Kentucky Athletics program would not be possible without the help of our official cornerstone partners, Central Bank, the official bank of UK Athletics, and Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment. Once again, thanks to these premier cornerstone partners who have played an integral role in laying the foundation for the success of UK Athletics.
Until the 75-yard Johnson to Johnson touchdown pass for Kentucky, Duke had been the only team to score a touchdown on the opening drive against Louisville this season, and Kentucky does it with just one play. Big Blue Nation, when it comes to UK Wildcat headwear, apparel, or accessories, head to Fan Outfitters or FanOutfittersKY.com. Fan Outfitters is the destination to rep your best in Kentucky blue. FanOutfittersKY.com. Well, that certainly quieted the crowd.
You did. You took them right out of this game. That is the band you hear playing, and you can hear it clear as day in here. You know, it's an interesting start for Kentucky. Everybody in the stadium thought Kentucky's going to run the football, and you do the play-action pass. You have single coverage, and that's one of the things that this team has been working on a lot. When you're able to run the football as well as Kentucky has, you're going to get a lot of single coverage because they're going to sneak those safeties down. And that's exactly what they did. He got single coverage on two guys. He had Dorian Baker on the other side running a post as well. He picked Juice, and he picked right.
One of the interesting storylines to follow will be turnovers in this game and who blinks first. Both teams have been very generous in giving away the football. Louisville's had 2 or more turnovers in 9 of 11 games this season. Kentucky had 1 last week against Austin Peay, and that was just the second time in the last 17 games that they've played a game with fewer than 2. McGinnis to kick it right to left again. Samuel and Dawkins back deep. Samuel on the near side. Kick is very high. It's going to come to Samuel. He'll field it at the 10. Angles back into the middle at the 20, 25. Tries to bounce it outside, but he's tripped up by Saheem King and goes down at the 26-yard line. That's where Lamar Jackson and the Louisville offense will come back on the attack. The center's Tobiah Hughley, a senior, 6'3", 294, former walk-on from Lafayette High School in Lexington. Mahoney and McNeil to his right, Hunter and Christian to his left. Tight end and 2 wideouts to the left, 1 wideout right for Jackson. Set back Radcliffe to his right. It's a keeper for Jackson. Big hole up the near side. He's across the 30, across the 40, and tripped up at the 44-yard line. And if McLean doesn't trip him up, he might have gone to the house. They mark it at the 43, gain of 17.
You know, obviously he is just so smooth, Tom, and he just gobbles up ground with those long legs.
So Louisville has snapped the ball 6 times, and they've had gains of 42, 20, 19, and 17. At their own 43, 1st and 10. Trips to the left. Jackson dropping to throw. All kinds of time. He is throwing deep down the far side, and there's nobody there. The sails out of bounds. Mix up between quarterback and receiver. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
The Petrino Brain Trust, father and son on the sideline calling the plays. You sometimes wonder, Tom, why? Why not just keep running it?
Kentucky went nickel on the opening package, and they stay with it. So Josh Allen, Kentucky's leading sacker, out in this formation with an extra defensive back in the game. Here's Radcliffe sweeping off to the left side, and he gets very little, maybe to the 45-yard line, before Alvante Bell jumped on his back along with McWilson. 3rd and 8.
Nice play by Bell that time. He plays off the huge lineman in front of him and just kind of goes down the line and bear hugs him down to the ground.
Alvante getting the start today, the 3-man front. And now Allen's in there. Kentucky goes with 4 pass rushers, a 4-man front. Jones and Love, and then 5 DBs. Empty set. Trips right, 2 wideouts left. Jackson, quick throw over the middle. It's incomplete. Nice. Coming to the near side, James Quick, but pass off target, and Louisville will punt.
He tried to go with the quick pass that time. Kentucky dropped Allen in coverage. It came from the other side, and he tried to get it out of there quickly, and that was a bad pass by Jackson. Nice rush up the middle. Had the guy right in his face. He couldn't step through.
Jackson completing only 46% of his 3rd down throws. You want to get him in 3rd and long to have a chance, and Kentucky succeeds there, forces the punt. Charles Walker deep inside his own 15. The punt from Mason King. Walker circles off to his right as the ball hits at the 5 and rolls into the end zone. Walker trying to disguise for the U of L coverage team that he was going after the punt, and it just hits at the 5. Unfortunately, scurries into the end zone for a touchback, and Kentucky will come out and start at its own 20-yard line. Game tied at 7. Each team scored on its opening drive. Sarge just went 3 and out. Now Kentucky out for its 2nd drive of the game. Last 5 games, teams averaging just 58 yards and 1.7 per carry against the Louisville defense. Last 5 opponents under 100 yards rushing, but they've only faced one of the top 5 rushing teams in the ACC this season. Pistol formation, Boone Williams the deep back. Conrad the tight end lined up as a fullback in the backfield. 7 in the box. Hand off to Williams. Tried to bounce it out left, and he's tripped up and goes down just short of the line of scrimmage. Thought he had a seam out to the left, but he got tripped up as he was trying to get to it. No gain, 2nd and 10. Stacey Thomas on the tackle. He and Kelsey are the inside backers. Fields and Hearns, great pass rushers on the outside. Richardson, Brown, and Bailey, the front 3. Alexander and Washington are the corners. Josh Harvey Clemens and Chucky Williams are the safeties. Pistol formation again for Kentucky. 2nd and 10 at its own 20. Trips to the left. Tight end to the right. And handoff straight ahead to Williams. And he gets to the 22, and that is all. Stacey Thomas, the junior from Miami, 6'1", 232. Wraps his arms around Boone's waist along with Drew Bailey and get him to the ground. It'll be 3rd and 8 for Kentucky at its own 22.
Josh Harvey Clemens being healthy, I think he did not play in that Houston game. Big addition to this defense.
Conrad slides in motion to the right. Williams, the setback to the right of Steven Johnson on 3rd and 8 at his own 22-yard line. Almost 5 minutes gone in this first quarter. Game tied at 7. Kentucky trying to avoid going 3 and out as Louisville just did. Johnson retreats. Blitz coming. He slides off to the right. He's going to run with it across the 25. First down across the 30 and goes out of bounds up at the 35-yard line. Dorian Baker peeled back and leveled Keith Kelsey.
Man, Kelsey, their best tackler, and he took one right in the chops there, didn't he? Baker loves blocking.
13-yard gain out to the 35-yard line. Johnson scrambles for the first down. 1st and 10, Kentucky at its own 35. Williams the setback to the left of Johnson. Tight end this way as well with 2 wideouts, 1 the other way. Nickel package for Louisville. Johnson drops the throw. All kinds of time. Throws over the middle. Skips off the hand of Juice Johnson on a crossing route at midfield.
Boy, if he gets that down a little bit, they got a huge pickup down around the 40-yard line. That was just a little high. Would have been a nice catch by Juice if he's able to pull that one in.
More often than not, Steven Johnson misses high.
Yep.
Something they may be able to tweak in his mechanics. They get extended work time in the offseason. 2nd and 10, Kentucky at its own 35. And here's Benny Snell as Kentucky goes to the Wildcat formation. 2 tight ends stacked to the left. Louisville loads the box. Snell straight ahead, tries to bounce it out to the right. He breaks a tackle. He's at the 40, and that's all. Got past the first tackler, but not the second one. That's the guy you mentioned a moment ago, Josh Harvey Clemens. Well, he's 228-pound senior safety.
And that's what I was going to say. At 228 pounds, when he gets his hands on you, he's just like an extra weak side linebacker out there.
Transfer from Georgia. 3rd and 5, Kentucky at its own 40. 2 wideouts each way. Johnson, the quarterback, Snell to his left. 6 men right across the front. Louisville shows blitz on 3rd and 5 for Kentucky. Johnson retreats. Fires over the middle. Incomplete. Bone on a crossing route down at the Louisville 45. Complaining he was held. Protection was breaking down. Johnson got hit as he threw.
That was a good choice. That's the guy he wants to go to. If you're Bone, you've got to get away from that defender. Yes, he's got a hand on you, but you got to get away from that.
Hearns applying the pressure. So 4th and 5 in Kentucky. We'll send Grant McKinnis, the freshman, out to punt. And Big Blue Nation holds its breath. Punting's been shaky of late. And it is again. Low end-over-end kick. It's going to hit at the 25. Takes a big bounce to the Louisville return man at the 17. Comes up the near sideline, and he's run out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Was Alexander. Got a nice Sunday hop on the bounce. And the Cards will take over at their own 26-yard line. It looks like they're going to spot it. Game tied at 7 with 8:37 left to play here in the opening quarter.
So both teams have had it twice. Kentucky made a little bit of hay there with a nice run by the quarterback, and now got to see if they can hold again defensively.
Kentucky getting Middleton on the field late. Pringle's in on the nose now. Here's Jackson with a play fake. He is setting deep. Now he's getting pressure. Scrambling away to his left. Dodges one man. Heading upfield. Big hole at the 20. Cross the 30. Cross the 40. Tackled from behind. The ball pops loose at midfield. Let's see what they're going to rule.
Kentucky's got it.
Kentucky's got the football. And they signal Kentucky football. They'll probably review this. Jackson was doing an incredible job of avoiding the rush and scrambled all the way out to the 45-yard line. Kentucky comes out with a football at midfield, but let's see how it holds up on the review, because he was going down as he was hit. He is so elusive, Jeff.
Isn't he? I mean, he's
rolling on the field. As the ball was fumbled, recovered by Kentucky. The previous play is under further review.
You got him dead to rights, and he just gets away from him. He's just, like you said, so elusive. They did a great job of staying in their lanes and everything.
Denzel Ware, one of the
ball.
faster members of that Kentucky defense, chased him down from behind and punched the ball out. The question was, did it come out before Jackson's knee hit? And it's close. At first glance, it looks like his left knee is down, but I can't see if the ball is already jarred loose. It would be a huge break for Kentucky. If they don't get this turnover, then Louisville would have first down at the 45-yard line when it looked like Kentucky was going to have him sacked back inside the 10-yard line.
I think this is going to be Louisville's ball. I just think his knee was down as he's getting hit, unfortunately. But they called a nice defense. There was something wrong with Bell. It was a helmet or shoulder pad because he's in the game, and then he looked to the side.
After review, the player was down at the 44.5-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from that spot.
44.5. Okay.
So he scrambles for 19 yards, and it's another Louisville first down there. And I would say they got that one right.
Yeah.
As we got to look at it up here. Actually, they're moving it back to the 44, so it's an 18-yard scramble.
Bell back in the game there.
Now, Kentucky finally got some pressure.
Yep.
But once he gets away, Jackson is so dangerous in the open field. There's a handoff to Radcliffe coming off the right side. And he comes out to the 49-yard line where Courtney Love and Marcus McWilson combine on the stop. He picked up 5. Second down and 5.
We got a fight out there.
And we got flags flying.
Receiver, the H-back, Piccatuni.
Derek Beatty talking to Jordan Jones. And now Mark Stoops coming out to talk to Jordan. Down to Dick Gabriel.
That's exactly what happened. The two players locked up long after the whistle, and they threw, I don't know if it'll be on both, but Jordan Jones, it took him a while to regain his composure. Fiery player, emotional guy, but too much
After
so.
the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense, number 50, and number 34 on the defense. Those penalties will cancel the down count. It's second down.
So now he's got to be careful because we cannot lose him for this football game.
Second down and 5 for Louisville at its own 49-yard line. Cardinals have lost 20 fumbles on the season, 27 turnovers overall, and 20 lost fumbles, the most in the country, and they got away with one 2 plays ago as Jackson's knee just went down before the ball came out. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left for Jackson. Second and 5, play fake. Ooh, he drops deep. Steps up in the pocket. He is throwing deep down the near sideline for Hicatini, and he overthrows him at the 5-yard line.
Boy, he just flicks his wrist, doesn't he, Tom? And the ball just flies out of there.
He's got great speed. He's got a tremendous arm. He'll be back, unfortunately, for the opponents for another season. The question mark is, at the next level, at 6'3", 204, how does he hold up?
Yeah, he's got to have to put on about 15 to 20 pounds because all that running he does like RG3 didn't last long.
Louisville at its own 49, 3rd and 5. 2 wideouts each way for Lamar Jackson. He looks to the sidelines to get the call from his head coach, Bob Petrino. Looks like he's got a 4-man front to come up on the pass rush. Jackson on a keeper, and he is stoned at midfield. Courtney Love. He faked it to Radcliffe, pulled it out of his belly, and Jackson tried to head downfield, and he ran right into number 51. Well played.
Tom, I think that's the best comparison, RG3. He's not as big as a Cam Newton was or even a Vince Young. And RG3 has not lasted long every season. He's gotten hurt in the NFL.
7-7. The score, 7:15 left to play here in the first quarter. Louisville about to punt on the second consecutive drive after an 84-yard touchdown drive to start the game. Kentucky answered it with a 75-yard touchdown pass to Garrett Johnson. Very high punt. Walker will signal a fair catch and gather it in at his own 14-yard line. 36-yard punt with no return. Timeout on the field. Kentucky 7, Louisville 7. 6:54 left to play in the first on the UK Sports Network.
More science, more breakthroughs, more lives transformed. This is the power of world-class care right in your own backyard. This is UK Healthcare, the power of advanced medicine. For more, visit ukhealthcare.com/powerof.
When the town of West Liberty, Kentucky was leveled by storms, who helped them rebuild? When tornadoes ripped through Mayfield, Kentucky, who helped them pick up the pieces? And when 80,000 Kentuckians had auto claims last year, where'd they turn for help? The answer is Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. For more than 70 years, no one has shown Kentucky the love like KFB. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. KFB loves KY.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
With Whitaker Bank's new home equity loan, I only had to pay 1% of my balance back monthly.
Whitaker Bank lets qualified applicants borrow up to 90% of your home's value.
I had zero closing costs with the help of Whitaker Bank and the power of the equity in my home.
Call 1-800-650-0099 for additional details. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
What used to be science fiction is fast becoming science fact. At UK Healthcare, we're pushing the boundaries of medical science in ways yesterday's doctors could only dream of. This is UK Healthcare, the power of advanced medicine. For more, visit ukhealthcare.com/powerof.
We're back at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium. Dick Gabriel, Tom Leach, Jeff Piecoro. 7-7 Kentucky and Louisville. Guys, two good stops by the Kentucky defense. After that first Louisville onslaught, the assistant coaches were working, I won't say frantically, but briskly to try to go over the assignments these guys have. And we talk so much about adjustments and how oftentimes it's not changing something, it's simply reinforcing what you worked on all week long, and that's what they were doing in their respective huddles. Brumbaugh, Clinkscale, Mark Stoops comes over with the DBs, and they talked about, here's what you're supposed to be doing here, remember? And just reinforced their assignments and said, just execute better, and you'll get it done.
Kentucky from its own 14-yard line. Game tied at 7 with 6:54 left to play here in the opening quarter. It's a Louisville defense that has done a good job of limiting big plays. They're number one in the ACC in allowing the fewest plays of 20 or more yards. Kentucky is number 7 in the country, one spot behind Louisville, in terms of runs of 20 or more yards with 31. So we'll see what gives over the course of the day today. Jeff Badette, junior wideout from Orlando, comes to the near side along with the Johnsons, Juice, and Steven, meaning Boom Williams. I want to call him Mo again. Will line up in the shotgun to take the direct snap out of the Wildcat formation. The two wideouts split the other way, Timmons and Richardson. Louisville's loading up the box. 4 men across the front. They've got Josh Harvey Clemens as safety, lined up just outside Kentucky's left tackle, so 5 across the front. Here comes Williams, hitting the backfield, and he is thrown for a loss. Bailey got the penetration. Junior defensive end. Drops him for a loss of a yard. To the 13, it'll be 2nd and 11.
Got to cut him off. He likes to get in the backfield. Their front three, especially Brown and Bailey, 20 tackles for loss between those two.
Two wideouts each way. He's not had much success out of the Wildcat here early. Steven Johnson back to the quarterback position. Boom Williams to his right. Johnson, quick throw out in the right flat, and it's caught up at the 20-yard line by Taven Richardson. Just inside the cornerback on the far side, Washington. So they got 7. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Tomcats using a silent count, and what happens? Steven will slap his hands. Left tackle will smack the guard. The guard smacks the center, and then he'll snap the ball when he's ready.
Trips left, one wide out right for Johnson at his own 20. It's 3rd and 4. Louisville showing blitz off the edges and up the middle. Looks like they're bringing the house this time. They come with 5. Johnson retreats, pats the football, throws, catch made up at the 25. Juice Johnson goes out of bounds with a first down up at the 31-yard line. A quick out to the near side, and ball right on the money.
Yeah, Josh Harvey Clemens trying to guard him man-to-man. That is a safety on one of your quickest receivers. You're going to take that every time. He wanted to throw sooner to Juice, a little China route there. Nicely done.
Gain of 11 out to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10, Kentucky. 5:30 left in the opening quarter. Back to the Wildcat. It's Benny Snell to take the snap this time. 2 tight ends stacked on the right. Badette goes in motion to the right. Snell gonna throw deep down the far sideline, and it is incomplete. And Louisville had Dorian Baker very well covered. Washington with him step for step, but twist there. Benny Snell to throw deep out of the Wildcat. I've seen him throw as pretty a deep ball as anybody on the team in practice, but that one was not one of his better.
45 yards, just to the inside.
It was about 10 yards wide. 2nd and 10, Kentucky. But it gives Louisville a little something to think about at least.
Yep. Now you run it.
Steven Johnson back at QB. Snell the setback to his left. Johnson turns, says something to Snell. 2nd and 10. Johnson, quick slant, and it's dropped. Taven Richardson, wide open. The ball hits him right in the hands, pops out, 3rd and 10.
Taven was guarded by Washington, and he was going to catch that and spin back to the outside, and he already started to spin when the ball got to him. You've got to look the ball into your hands and into your body before you make a move.
Cats 2 of 3 on 3rd downs. They need 10 here. C.J. Conrad checks in. He'll line up behind the right tackle in the backfield. Just outside that right tackle. 2 wideouts right, 1 left. Steven Johnson. Blitz coming up the middle. Swing pass to Snell. Across the 30, 35, 40. First down, 45, 50. Far sideline. Inside Louisville territory to the Cardinals. 41-yard line, and flags coming in late. D. Smith making the tackle for the Cards.
Yeah, it's going to be a face mask. That's going to put them all the way down inside to 30 now. Great call. You know they're blitzing. They bring 2, so they flick it outside, and Benny does the rest.
28-yard gain for Kentucky. And
it'll be
personal foul.
After this.
Face mask on the defense, number 11. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Only one team in the Atlantic Coast Conference has been flagged more times than Louisville. Move the ball all the way down to the 26-yard line. 1st and 10, Kentucky.
Great call against that defense. You know they were going to blitz, and they had the perfect call, a little swing pass to the running back.
And a play that we haven't seen before.
Yep.
It gets that look. New twist, and it works superbly for the Cats. So they're at the 26 in Louisville. Boom Williams checks back in. He'll run out of the Wildcat. 2 wideouts each way at the Louisville 26. Kentucky looking to take the lead. Inside of 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Game tied at 7. Here's Boom. Angles off to the right. Gets bottled up and goes down for a loss of a yard. Keith Kelsey. And what they did is drove the right tackle back into Boom's space.
Yeah, Mosier's going to get flagged for holding.
Holding. Offense. Number 74. 10-yard penalty. First down.
So it'll be 1st and 20 now, back out at the Louisville 36-yard line.
Yeah, that puts you out of field goal range. You just can't have those penalties in those situations. Nicely called offensive game so far by Kentucky. They've had the right play dialed up against this defense.
Pistol formation this time. Steven Johnson has a tight end and 2 wideouts to his left. 1 wideout to the right. That's the short side of the field where Baker is. Johnson gives it to Williams. Delayed handoff. Room near side. 30, 25, 20. Across the 15. He'll go in. Boom Williams. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Pow. How about that run? That was up the middle. He kicks it to the outside, and they look like they're running in quicksand as he just ran through the defense down the sidelines into the end zone. Nicely done, young man.
Nice blocking downfield by the wide receivers, too.
Yep. Great blocks at about the 10-yard line by wideouts. Hello.
Boom Williams had 2 TDs and ran for more than 100 here 2 years ago, and off to a fast start in the first quarter today. Mark Stoops said Monday night they'd lean heavily on Boom Williams. He responds. 36-yard touchdown run after the penalty. Point after is good. Kentucky has the lead for the first time, 14-7, with 4:07 to play in the first quarter. Let's go field side to Dick Gabriel on the Kentucky sideline.
Obviously, joy down here, Tom, celebration, and the Kentucky crowd to your left, the right of the team, is having a ball right now. But there are a lot of Kentucky fans who have found their way into the stadium. There's a big pocket of Kentucky fans right behind the UK bench. So a bench that was in shock a few minutes ago after Louisville's opening drive, now celebrating a 14-7 lead.
7-play, 86-yard drive for Kentucky. They score in 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Couple of big plays, a 28-yard 3rd and 10 pass to Benny Snell, and then a 36-yard touchdown run by Boom Williams on 1st and 20. Let's send it back to the studio. Brian Milam to check in on the Central Bank SEC scoreboard.
Thank you very much, Tom. It is rivalry weekend, so we see teams from different conferences meeting up. And the greatest nickname of just about any rivalry, it's Georgia Tech and Georgia. Clean, old-fashioned hate. And right now, Sonny Michel scores from 10 yards out, tying the game at 7-7 in the battle between Michigan and Ohio State. Ohio State misses an early field goal there, 0-0 at the Horseshoe in Columbus. Let's go back to Tom Leach.
We're at a very quiet stadium here in Louisville.
Are you surprised, Tom, of the crowd? It's not full. No. I thought that this would be a packed house for this game.
Cardinals coming off certainly a disappointing loss, but talk that they could be in the running for the Orange Bowl. McGinnis to kick it right to left. Kentucky has scored on 2 of its first 3 drives. Louisville has punted on its last 2 after the quick 5-yard touchdown on the drive to start the game.
They running today next door?
Yeah, the big 2-year-old day at Churchill Downs.
What I thought.
Stars of tomorrow. We're looking for the stars of today for the Cats. We found a few here early. Kick goes over to the far sideline to Dawkins across the 3, across the 10, 15, 20, 25, up the far sideline and run out of bounds out at the 30-yard line. McGinnis didn't get that one as high, and coverage unit couldn't quite get down there in time, so a good return for Louisville out to the 30-yard line. Their best field position to start a drive.
Kentucky's defense has looked good since that first drive. Can they maintain is the question.
Lamar Jackson will go out of the pistol. 1 tight end each way. Set up in the backfield, 1 wide out each way. Jackson leaves it with Radcliffe. Straight ahead for short yardage. Right into the middle of the Kentucky defensive line. Where Pringle makes the tackle on him along with Bell. At the 32, 2nd and 8 for Louisville.
Well, the interior line of the Kentucky Wildcats defense has played very well in the first 10-11 minutes of this game.
Bell out, Josh Allen in. So this is a new look. You've got Bell, Middleton, Pringle, and Allen across the front, a 4-man front. I think he plays mostly 3-man. Here's Jackson on a keeper, up the middle. Got a hole. Oh, Courtney Love with a great tackle. He reaches out and grabs him by the ankles, and if he doesn't, there's a whole lot of green grass in front of Jackson.
Again, just the quick fake to the running back, and he follows him through the hole, so he's getting an extra blocker there, and as you said, Courtney makes a shoestring tackle.
At the 38, it'll be 3rd and 2, Louisville. Pistol formation. Here's Jackson. And handoff straight ahead for a first down to Jeremy Smith, 224-pound junior running back, to get the short yardage, and he does, out to the 44-yard line. Bell and Jones on the tackle for Kentucky.
Yeah, he's big, but he also has some speed, too. He hits that hole very quickly.
2:47 and the clock ticking here in the first quarter. Kentucky with a 14-7 lead at Louisville. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Jackson back to throw. Quick one over the middle, batted down. I think Bell may have gotten it. Right at the line of scrimmage, incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Louisville likes to throw those quick passes, quick slant passes. That time he's trying to hit the guy from the left side, and Bell put his big paw up there and knocked it down right at the line of scrimmage.
McWilson out, Ware back in, so they'll go with the straight 3-4 look here. Stoops, DJ Elliott trying to throw some confusing looks at Lamar Jackson. He drops to throw, 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he's got Hicatini. First down inside the Kentucky 45. Pulled down at the Kentucky 41-yard line by Ware.
Now they go double tight ends, and he's that H-back, if you will. And he just goes about 12 yards and turns around in the middle of the zone.
Picks up 15 yards to the Kentucky 41. 1st and 10. Jackson will go out of the pistol. Jeremy Smith, the deep back. 2 tight ends stacked on the left side, 2 wideouts to the right. Hand off to Smith, straight ahead, and he hits down across the 40 to the 37-yard line. Alvante Bell with another tackle, along with Middleton. 2nd down, 6 at the Kentucky 37 for Louisville. Radcliffe back in, Smith. A little bit of a limp as he comes to the sidelines for Louisville. Tight end, 2 wideouts. Actually, 2 tight ends to the right, 2 wideouts to the right. So heavily right-oriented formation here for Louisville on 2nd and 6 at the Kentucky 37-yard line. Out of the pistol. Jackson on a keeper, trying to get outside. Got a hold at 35, runs to the far sideline, and Westry gets him out of bounds, but he gets the first down to the Kentucky 31-yard line.
Yeah, just that quick fake in the middle, and it freezes the linebackers just enough, Tom, that he can get outside.
He is so fast
yes.
that Westry, it looked like, might have a good angle on him, and then Jackson just kind of outran the angle. We go under a minute and a half to play in the first quarter. Louisville 1st and 10 at the Kentucky 31. Cats lead at 14-7. Jackson dropping deep. Blitz coming, they get him! Kentucky brought the blitz from the safety spot. Mike Edwards and Josh Allen combined to sandwich Jackson deep in the pocket. And this is Going to be back at the 38-yard line, a loss of 7.
And no way he can do anything. As soon as he steps up, boom, 2 guys there. One from the middle and one from the outside. Allen and Edwards.
19th sack of the season for the Kentucky defense. 2nd and 17, empty set. Trips right, 2 wideouts left.
Blitz again.
Jackson rolling out to his right, throws into the middle, and it's incomplete. Tried to throw back across his body to Jalen Smith down at the 25, and it bounced in front of him.
Good call, Tom. When you make him move his feet, you know, he tries to throw that baseball throw like a shortstop, and he short hops his receiver.
So now 3rd and 17, and they'll go with this empty set again. You got to be very at the quarterback draw. And then middle of the field. 3 wideouts right, 2 to the left. Jackson setting up deep. Plenty of time. Throws over the middle. Catch made, but he comes down short of the first down. James Quick had to work his way back to the football, and he dives and makes the catch at the 22, so he got 16. It'll be 4th and 1.
And boy, Coach is really mad at Westry because Westry kind of quit on it, was waiting on the football, and Quick came underneath him for the catch. He thought he had an interception.
It's like a basketball player. You got to meet the pass.
Yeah, or a rebound. Go after it. They're going for it here on 4th.
4th and 1 at the 22 of Kentucky in the final seconds of the first quarter. Jackson goes under center. Now he stands up, looks to the sidelines, and Kentucky will call a timeout with 8 seconds to play in the first quarter. He got the sack on first down. You had him backed up on 3rd and 17. You let him out of the hole with that completion, and now it's 4th and 1 at the Kentucky 22.
Yeah, and just one more on that pass play there. Quick is just as his name is. He's very quick. He's running a pass towards the middle. The ball is thrown to the outside. The cornerback, Westry, kind of squatted there, and he came underneath him. He's on a full run and is able to get underneath Westry to make the catch. And that's what, and Coach Stoops is still talking to Westry over there saying, look, you've got to attack the football. You cannot wait on it.
The first key to having a shot to upset Louisville is just surviving the first quarter. Right. Cardinals are 3-2 when they are tied or trailing at the end of the first quarter, and in the 3 wins, only one of them was by greater than 10 points. So the point being, you've got a great chance to stay in it for the long haul if you can survive the first quarter. Kentucky has done that, leading 14-7, but Louisville threatening with a 4th and about a yard and a foot or 2 outside the Kentucky 22-yard line.
Tom, they outscore opponents 129-43 in that first quarter.
Trips to the right, tight end Hicatini to the left. Jackson will go out of the shotgun here. Jackson coming off to the left side, heads downhill, and he's got the first down. Shot through a gap and got across the 20 to the 18-yard line where Middleton made the tackle. Kentucky strung the play out, but couldn't get the penetration to get the tackle in the backfield. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Yeah, they did a nice job there, but just all he needs is a little seam.
Brings us to the end of the first quarter. Louisville in the red zone at the Kentucky 18-yard line. 1st and 10 when we come back. The Cats lead the Cards 14-7 as we head to the second quarter on the UK Sports Network.
Baptist Health Lexington proudly offers CyberKnife, a revolutionary non-surgical prostate cancer treatment that can be administered in as few as 5 short sessions. Treatment that won't interfere with going on a date with your wife, meeting your grandkids at the park, even returning to work the same day as your treatment. CyberKnife at Baptist Health Lexington. Cancer care that's centered on you. Ask your doctor if CyberKnife is right for you. Learn more at baptisthealth.com.
Every year, Kroger Community Rewards helps local nonprofits earn donations, and it's money that stays right here in the local area. Now that donation is increasing to $3.6 million, and you can help decide where that money goes. Just sign up at Kroger.com/community rewards, and every time you shop with your Plus card, you'll be earning money for the local nonprofit organization you've chosen. Please join Kroger Community Rewards, because together, there's nothing we can't do.
Welcome, everyone. Let's go ahead with roll call. Kevin Yates. Here. Margaret Hanson.
Present.
Pterodactyl.
Here.
You can't always choose your name, but you can choose your favorites with McDonald's McPick 2 menu. The saucy choice you've been waiting for is here. The McRib is back, and it's on McDonald's McPick 2 menu, along with the Big Mac, filet of fish, and 10-piece chicken McNuggets. Choose any 2 for just $5. At participating restaurants, price of single item posted on menu board.
11 years.
We start the second quarter. Louisville now going right to left. They're at the Kentucky 18-yard line, 1st and 10. Kentucky leads 14-7. Louisville 86 rushing yards in the first quarter, 93 through the air for 179 overall. Kentucky 56 rushing, 120 passing, 176 overall. Lamar Jackson has rushed 8 times for 66 yards, and that moves him past Howard Stevens to become the all-time leading rusher in a single season at the University of Louisville. And Dick Gabriel down on the sidelines. You grew up here in Louisville. Howard Stevens, a little guy, but had a long career with the Saints, I think, in the NFL, and that was back in '71. He set that record.
Coached by Lee Corso. He was about 5'6", Tom, maybe, but could hit the hole quickly. First of all, hard to find if you're in the secondary and hard to bring down. And back then, Corso coached Louisville to what was called the Pasadena Bowl or the Junior Rose Bowl, where they played Long Beach State to a 24-24 tie, and the whole city was excited about football. Then it kind of went dormant for a while, but Corso had them 10-1 one year with no bowl bid. That was back when there were only 5 or 6 bowls. So, when Schnellenberger got here, he knew that they could rev the interest in football. But I tell you what was key, of course, was that series with Kentucky, which has morphed into something really special.
I think what was key is also having guys like Otis Wilson, Tom Jackson, a guy named Johnny Unitas. They, back then, Ernie, they had some guys here that were pretty good. And obviously one that I played against in high school, Frankie Minifield, who came here.
Frank Kersey called him his biggest recruiting mistake. Yep. Became an all-pro D-back. Just didn't think it was big enough. Johnny Unitas' team never broke 500. Yeah. That's what's interesting about him.
Michigan and Ohio State scoreless as they head to the second quarter at the Shoe.
You like what LSU did?
Re-up
in Orgeron?
I haven't given it a whole lot of thought to have a strong opinion.
Do,
I think I probably would have looked elsewhere, but seems to be a popular choice there.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson out of the shotgun. Bonifant is in the backfield. He comes in motion out to the left. Jackson sets deep in the pocket. Guns it near side. Man wide open for the touchdown. Somebody got lost in the secondary, and Reggie Bonifant came in motion, and nobody found him. He goes right down the near sideline, catches the quick out just inside the front left pylon for the touchdown.
Well, and no pass rush whatsoever. Jackson's able to sit back there, scour the field, and then he says, nobody covered Reggie, so I'll toss it to the former quarterback, who's now the wide receiver.
First touchdown pass of the day for Lamar Jackson. 29 on the season for Bonneman. His 5th TD catch. Point after is good. First play of the second quarter. Louisville ties the score at 14 here in the Derby City. Kentucky about to get the ball back. Lamar Jackson now 5 of 10 through the air for 111 yards and 1 touchdown. That was a 70-yard drive, 12 plays, 4:13 off the clock. And that's, if you're Kentucky, what you want to make Louisville do. Have to use 12 plays and over 4 minutes and hope that they'll make a mistake, and they didn't there. Keys, you had them backed up after the sack in 3rd and 17 and let them out of that hole. Down to Dick Gabriel.
Well, you guys were right. It looked like Chris Westry was the guilty party when it comes to who was out of position. But interestingly, Mark Stoops, who had really, as Jeff pointed out, chewed on him for his last mistake, pretty calm and collected over here. He took it as a teaching moment. He and Westry both got a chance to discuss things, and we'll see what the rest of the game holds for him.
Well, the problem is this, Tom, when any quarterback, and I don't care who it is going to get 4 or 5 seconds to sit back there and look across the entire field, you just can't cover these great receivers for that long.
Freaky's kick, not high. It will come to King at the 1, backing up, heads up across the 10, cuts right at the 15, in trouble, gets to the 20, tries to fight through a tackle, still going out to the 23-yard line. A hard run by Saheem King. And Kentucky will send the offense out onto the field, heading left to right here in the second quarter. Kentucky pep band strikes up the music over to the far side. And behind the Kentucky offense now, where there's a big patch of blue from field side all the way up into the upper deck. Kentucky goes to the Wildcat. JoJo Kemp for the first time. 2 tight ends stacked right. Here comes Badet in motion to the right. They give it to him, and then he fakes the reverse and comes around the near side to the 30, 35, and run out of bounds up just short of the 40-yard line. They'll stays out at the 38. 15-yard gain. Washington forced him out of bounds, and Badette came in motion, took the quick pass, and then faked the reverse.
And great blocking on the outside by those receivers. Steven Johnson is the guy that goes backwards, and when he does, he is followed by the cornerback who ran with him, Jair Alexander, and that left that whole side open.
Kentucky, of course, has sent Johnson back in motion to take the pitch and throw, and caught Louisville off guard with that call. So Cats with some more room now out at the 38. It is 1st and 10. Play clock under 10 seconds. Kentucky still milling around. Now it's 6 seconds. JoJo Kemp settles back into formation. 3 seconds on the play clock. Brings a man in motion. Here's the snap. They get it off in time. JoJo heads left across the 40. Pushes the pile out to the 44-yard line. Good surge off that left side.
This is what I thought Kentucky could be able to do. Look, if you can control the nose guard, D'Angelo Brown, who is 6 foot, they list him at 310. Yeah, that was about 7 years ago. He's at least 370 in there. If you could just get him to move a bit, then you're going to have some running room.
Richardson makes the tackle. 2nd down 4 for Kentucky. At the 2nd string O-line in there, and they followed Landon Young and Logan Sternberg that time off the left side. Johnson back at the QB spot. Kept behind him and to the right. 2nd and 4. JoJo with the carry. Angles off to the left and maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Stood up by the 2 Louisville inside linebackers, Kelsey and Thomas.
Now, Stacey Thomas made a nice move on the inside, so there's no cutback for JoJo, and so he just turns his back and tries to back as far as he can. He got maybe a half yard.
Mark just short of the 45. 3rd and 3 for Kentucky. 3 receivers in a triangle to the left. That's the short side. Baker wide near side. Steven Johnson out of the shotgun. Kemp to his left. Louisville comes with 4. Quick throw into the middle. It's dropped. Baker. Quick slant, wide open. Hit him right on the number 2, and he drops it.
You get exactly what you want. Man-to-man coverage on your backside. You turn and throw to a receiver, and he drops it again. These Kentucky receivers, to me, have been the major disappointment of this football season.
And the majority of the drops have come in the last third of the season, probably.
Man, Dorian Baker, he's got it. He's got a huge first down.
Alexander back deep to await the punt from McInnes. This one's very high. And Alexander will come up and field at the ball. Came shooting forward, not sure what happened. A flag comes down.
Kentucky was all around him. He couldn't get to the football, so that'll be a penalty on Kentucky.
Ash Daniel complaining. Alexander doing a little dance as they're getting the penalty call against Kentucky. Alexander kind of moved up into a crowd of white jerseys. Then the ball shot forward.
Yeah, but once you put your hand up, you're allowed to do whatever you want back there as a receiver to catch the football.
Kick catch interference on the kicking team, number 56. That's a 15-yard penalty. First down, timeout.
So it was a 36-yard punt, but now they'll mark the penalty off. 12:33 to play before halftime. And with the penalty, Louisville gets to go all the way out to the 34-yard line to start this drive. Game tied at 14, and we'll be right back on the UK Sports Network.
Hey, Kentucky Wildcats football fans, when the Cats win, you win with Papa John's Pizza. Get 45% off the regular menu priced items ordered online the day after a Wildcats win. Use promo code CATS45 at papajohns.com. That's right, Papa John's and the Kentucky Wildcats are teaming up to give you this great offer. 45% off regular menu priced items ordered online with promo code CATS45 the day after a Wildcats win. Only at papajohns.com, valid at participating locations.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
It's Toyota's Black Friday event with great reasons to save now through November 30th. The aggressively sophisticated 2016 Highlander is ready for winter with $1,250 customer cash. Excludes hybrid. Get $1,500 customer cash on the adventurous gas-powered 2017 RAV4. Or you can get America's best-selling car, the bold 2017 Camry, with $2,500 customer cash back. For complete details, go to buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
The home field advantage in sports is strong. It's people who believe in you, who want to help you succeed, and who provide the support to make that happen. Let Kentucky Bank give you the home field advantage when it comes to running your business or personal finances, planning for retirement, or opening that first checking or savings account. It's no surprise the teams succeed at a higher rate when they have hometown support. Count on Kentucky Bank to do that for you. Kentucky Bank. Call it home.
Louisville and Kentucky tied at 14. Cards coming right to left from their own 34. We'll take 10 seconds for station identification here on the UK Sports Network.
The home of your Kentucky Wildcats. News Radio 630 WLAP AM Lexington and 98.1 The Bull WBUL FM Lexington.
The punt catch interference penalty against Cash Daniel moves the ball out to pretty good field position for Louisville. Last night at the basketball game, so we had a lot of folks, I'm sure, at high school football games listening in to our broadcast. And today on the football game here in Louisville, I'm sure all the folks associated with the Kentucky basketball team that are down in the Bahamas for the game on Monday night against Arizona State are either watching or listening or both.
Why don't you just rub it in some more?
Hey, I'm not there.
Yet. You know, Tom, you made a great point here just a second ago when you were in the break. You catch that football, even if you don't score, you're taking time off the clock because that's an easy first down for the Cats.
But the drop by Baker enables Louisville's offense to get back out on the field now. There's the handoff to Radcliffe, sweeping left. Comes out across the 35, lowers his shoulder, and gets out to the 40-yard line. Edwards and Love combine on the stop. Louisville averages 6.7 per carry on their first down runs this season. They got 6 there.
And he's a hard run, too. When you bring it like Mikey Edwards, you better come hard.
Actually, it's closer to 7 because that's almost out to the 41-yard line. Pistol formation here on second and a little over 3. 2 tight ends stacked left, 2 wideouts to the right. That's the open side of the formation. Just under 12 minutes to play here in the second quarter. And off to Radcliffe, cuts back, gets across the 50, near sideline to the 40, and down to the 39-yard line. Brandon Radcliffe picks up 20. McLean makes the tackle.
So 2 carries, but 26 yards, and you're all the way down inside the 40.
Simple handoffs there. 5 across the front for Kentucky as Jackson drops the throw. Blitz coming late. He throws into the middle. It's caught. Hicatini near side. He comes to the 30 and down to the 25-yard line. Jordan Jones making the tackle.
Boy, he's a nice receiver. He catches everything in his hands. He had 42 catches coming in. That one was low. He just reaches down, and great hands on that young man.
Crossing route, comes to the near side and makes the catch. Takes it to the 25, 1st and 10. Louisville on the march. Hicatini and Tobridge, the 2 tight ends stacked on the right side. Hicatini in the backfield, 2 wideouts that way. Pistol formation. Lamar Jackson leaves it with Radcliffe. Running off to the right. Jordan Jones wraps him up and makes the tackle for a gain of only a yard. T.J. Carter, freshman defensive tackle, had a piece of that stop as well. 2nd down and 9. The speed of Jones there.
And he takes great routes to the football. I mean, there's no missteps. He just sees a point, he runs to it.
Ware out, McWilson in as an extra defensive back. Louisville 2nd and 9. A little sunshine peeking through the clouds here. 2nd and 9, Louisville at the Kentucky 24. Game tied at 14. Jackson on the delayed handoff to Radcliffe, straight ahead. And he gets down to the 21-yard line before he is driven back. Delayed handoff, but Kentucky not fooled. Middleton and Love on the stop.
Boy, Middleton's really going to be a nice player, isn't he, for this team? He keeps growing.
3rd and 6, Louisville. They're at the Kentucky 21-yard line. Guards 2 of 5 on 3rd down plays. Hicatini, the tight end on the right side. 1 wide out that way, 2 wide outs to the left. Blitz coming. Pass. Hicatini's at the 10 and pulled down at the 7. It'll be 1st and goal to go. Marcus McWilson on the tackle.
And again, he just gets away from McWilson on a crossing pattern, and Jackson's able to find him. Again, a count before he gets hit from the blitz.
52 combined turnovers for these 2 teams. Nobody's turned it over yet. Trips left. Jackson on a keeper around the right side. Chased by Harmon, who makes the tackle, throws him down, but he gets to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal from there. J.D. Harmon wasn't fooled, but Jackson still able to use that speed to get to the edge and get 5 yards.
Now they go big, both teams.
9:40 and the clock ticking here in the second quarter. Louisville scored on its opening series. Kentucky answered with a 75-yard touchdown pass. They've traded scores since. It's 14-14. Louisville 2nd and goal at the Kentucky 2. Hand off to Radcliffe, running off the right side, pushing the pile. They say he did not get in. Inside the 1, Jacob Hyde on the bottom of the stack for Kentucky.
Yeah, they run that straight eye with Atkins in front of him. Atkins is a 235-pound fullback.
So it'll be 3rd and goal, just inside the 1. Atkins and Radcliffe in the eye again. Hand off Radcliffe, and no, he gets hit in the backfield. Denzel Ware drops him for a loss. Great penetration by Ware. Lost back to the 2.
Nicely done. Kentucky's defensive front just stoned him in there, and they lost a yard, and yep, here comes the field goal crew.
Louisville fans don't like the call for the field goal, but Bobby Petrino will kick for the lead.
Now, Petrino's a little smarter than the fans, even though he wants to run up the score as much as he can. He knows he's got to get the lead.
This will be a 19-yard field goal attempt for Blanton Creaky, the redshirt freshman. It was 12 out of 13 inside 40 yards on the season. And this one splits the uprights. And with 8:13 to play in the first half, Louisville goes back in front. Cards 17, the Cats 14. This is the UK Sports Network.
Okay, lucky shirt, lucky socks, lucky seat, all set. Let's go, Cats!
Some Cat fans believe in superstition and luck, but the winning teams at LG&E and KU believe in planning. Planning for tomorrow while providing safe, reliable energy you can count on today.
Wait, where's my lucky hat?
And that kind of forward thinking brings new ways to make your life easier, like outage texting, paperless billing, and custom bill notifications.
Sit right here. I saved you the seat.
Lucky me.
LG&E and KU. Our energies go to serving you.
He's got it at the 10. He's in the end zone. Touchdown.
At SiriusXM, when it comes to college football, every day is Saturday. So tune in to hear me, Greg McElroy, along with college football greats like Lou Holtz, Eddie George, Matt Leinart, and more as we break down the action across the country.
Going up, takes it down in the back of the end zone.
Plus, get exclusive in-depth analysis and live reports on College Sports Nation. We'll bring you closer to the game we live and breathe all week long. The pulse of college football lives at SiriusXM. Find out more at SiriusXM.com.
We have a new player on the field, and he's ready for kickoff with a delicious ice-cold Coca-Cola and the kick. He's probably going to pour it here, and he does. The glass is full. Can he go all the way? He did it! Oh, wow! Whew. Coca-Cola. Taste the feeling.
This is Coach Mark Stoops. Cheering on the Wildcats is thirsty work. So when you need a timeout, grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola. The perfect game day refreshment. Go Cats.
8:13 to play here in the first half. Louisville has just driven 64 yards in 10 plays. It took 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Creaky's 19-yard field goal puts the Cards in front of Kentucky 17-14. Catch the Wildcats and other SEC programming on Sirius XM. Welcome to the world of satellite radio. It is rivalry weekend in college football. Michigan has moved down in front of Ohio State 3-0 early in the second quarter in Columbus. Georgia Tech playing at this hour. They are tied at 14 with about 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Next Sunday is when Kentucky will find out where it will be headed in a bowl game. Certainly a win today could greatly move Kentucky up in the pecking order. Nice to see the sunshine out now, covering the whole field. And most of the crowd here in this stadium that is open in the end zone to our left.
Tom, they're big on playing the music, the loud music between series, and really that benefits both teams because the Kentucky players are over here dancing on the sideline.
I hadn't noticed. I think you could hear that music in Shelbyville where Creaky's
Absolutely.
From. Can't hear yourself think. That is the one thing that drives me nuts at every stadium now. Wow.
Creaky's kick angles over to the far side. That may go out of bounds. It lands out of bounds. That's the third one this season. He has hit out of bounds. Maybe he doesn't like the music.
Of course, is in the starting gate over there. Can hear that music.
Kick out of bounds.
So Kentucky will get great field position. See if the Cats can take advantage of it. Stephen Johnson, 4 of 8 for 120 yards and 1 touchdown. Kentucky just 63 yards rushing thus far.
Tell you what, though, Tom, that was a huge stop by that defense to force that field goal.
Denzel Ware came busting through, and he hit Radcliffe a yard deep in the backfield. He didn't even get close to the end zone. Johnson in the shotgun. Tight end Conrad to his left with Bedette the wide out that way. Got Timmons and Baker back to the near side. Boom Williams the setback. Johnson takes the snap and drops the throw. Going to run it straight ahead across the 40. Lots of room. 50. Slides down at the Louisville 45-yard line. So Kentucky got to start at the 35, and Johnson scrambles for 20. Actually 19 to the Louisville 46.
Safeties were outside of the hatches, Tom, so the whole middle's wide open. They bring a blitz to the outside. He just scoots right up the middle. As soon as he broke the seam, look out, 20 yards.
He had big G.G. Robinson at 305 pounds about to swallow him up when he took off downfield. Cats go Wildcat. Boom Williams, 2 tight ends and 3 wideouts to his left. Wonder which way he's going to go. Coming to the right. Trying to bounce it outside. Gets to the edge across the 40. Dives. And let's see where they say he goes out of bounds. Got a flag, so hang on. Got down to the 38-yard line.
Holding on the offense. Number 64. 10-yard penalty. First down.
It's George Asafo-Adjei, the sophomore right tackle. So they had everybody thinking they were going left, and they came right with Boom with no help, and Adjei holds. And that will cost Kentucky a big gain and move the ball back onto the Kentucky side of the field. Back at the 44, it's 1st and 20. And that's the second time in the last 3 drives they've had a holding penalty. Overcame the first one with the Boom Williams 36-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, that's a big penalty because you're taking more than just those 10 yards. You had a big gain or 2.
7:20 and the clock rolling. Johnson at QB now. Snell to his right. 3 wideouts to the right, tight end left on 1st and 20 Kentucky at its own 44. Hand off to Snell, going left, and short yardage as he comes out across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Now you're way behind the chains.
Stacey Thomas making the tackle.
Number 14,
Second down, 18. Kentucky right back at the line of scrimmage, are ready to go from its own 46-yard line. Cards lead the Cats, 17-14. Steven Johnson, 2 wideouts right, 1 left as he looks to the sidelines and gets the play call from Eddie Graham. Settles back into the shotgun formation. Louisville loading up the box. Johnson on a keeper heading left, now tries to cut back into the middle, and he gets out maybe to midfield. They faked it to Snell, but Louisville wasn't fooled. Bailey and Hearns combine on the stop. Mark it at the 49, 3rd and 15. Johnson showing no effects of the knee that was bothering him last week. First tried to hold him out, and then after the first 2 series didn't go so well, Stephen came in, settled things down. Kentucky easily handled Austin Peay. He's played well here today, but on 3rd and 15, Kentucky needs a big play in the worst way. Johnson retreats. Has time, throws over the middle. Broken up and intercepted. Coming back to the near side, across the 45, and tackled down at the 47-yard line is the man who intercepted it for Louisville, Tremaine Washington.
That's pass interference and no call. I mean, D. Smith bugs him before the ball gets there, and he's all over it.
I thought so too.
And so did half the coaching staff who were out on the field. I mean, that's and I don't care if you're a Kentucky or Louisville fan, folks. That's pass interference.
Timeout on the field. 5:45 to play. First turnover of the day goes Louisville's way. They lead at 17-14. They're at the Kentucky 48 when we come back on the UK Sports Network.
Brick Street Insurance is able to provide solutions uniquely tailored to a specific business. Just ask Bobby Morgan, account manager at GoMart.
Working with a company like Brick Street, we get the best coverage for the best premium. They're always very helpful. They're always very responsive, getting back to me quickly.
Brick Street's proven results, working with your team to reduce injuries, mitigate risk, and positively impact your bottom line. Brick Street Insurance, your business, your people, you're covered.
Right now, high-paying, in-demand jobs are out there. But if you don't have a competitive edge, you probably won't make the cut. So get the education you need at the Kentucky Community and Technical College System. Our 16 colleges have hundreds of programs that can prepare you for a career. Plus, your KCTCS degree gives you a leg up on getting a 4-year degree. Whether you're ready to get a better job or looking to up your game at work, we're here to help. Get started today at kctcs.edu. Higher education begins here.
Nobody uses better ingredients than Little Caesars. Like dough made fresh from scratch every day in every store. And our world-famous pizza sauce, made with fresh-packed California crushed tomatoes, not tomato paste. Our cheese is a special blend of mozzarella and Munster cheeses, which are always fresh and never frozen. Taste the difference tonight with our large, hot and ready pepperoni classic. Just $5, only at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Louisville set up at the Kentucky 48-yard line on the Tremaine Washington interception and return. First turnover of the day. Cardinals with a 17-14 lead and 5:45 to play. And D. Smith climbing the back of the intended receiver, Garrett Johnson, and he got away with it. No call. The ball skips off the hand of Johnson, and on the deflection, Washington picks it and runs it back to the Kentucky 48.
Tony Jocelyn, the back judge, should be wearing red and white because that's ridiculous. To have him in black and white is a farce. In the NFL, you get graded each play. You get a minus or you get a point. And that should have been, you're not working next week. That was blatant. So you've had a drop, you've had a hold, and then you miss a call right there, all going against you, and yet it's still just a 3-point game.
Kentucky had great field position at its own 35 after the kick went out of bounds. Louisville got the go-ahead field goal, but then Boom Williams had a nice run after Johnson had scrambled to the 46 of Louisville, a 19-yard gain. Boom then picked up 7 on a first down run, but the holding penalty nullified it, put Kentucky in a 1st and 20, and on 3rd and 15, Louisville gets the interception. And now you got to watch for Petrino trying to hit you deep on the quick change.
Yeah, immediate attack.
It's that pro mentality.
Yep.
And you got to be wary of that right here. Louisville hit him deep on the first play of the game, a 42-yard gain that led to the opening touchdown drive for the Cardinals. Kentucky answered with a 75-yard touchdown pass. Jackson with a play fake, sprinting out to the right, and he is hit and dropped back inside the 40-yard line. Jordan Jones gets him. And for Jones, that is his 4th sack of the season, and he goes all the way back to the 40-yard line. Loss of 12.
Again, he can't plant to throw because there's 2 guys there as well. Bell is right behind Jones.
2nd and 22 after the loss of 12. 2nd sack of the day for Kentucky's defense. Jackson out of the shotgun. Quick throw into the middle. He's got quick, and he's tackled at the Kentucky 47-yard line by Edwards. So they got back most of what they lost on the sack. Now it'll be 3rd and 9. From the Kentucky 47-yard line.
Well, you just got to keep bringing it. You've got to bite the bullet and go after him.
Louisville, 3 out of 7 on 3rd downs. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. The tight end Hicatini, got to watch out for him here on a 3rd and 9. Just over 4.5 to play in the first half. Jackson, deep drop, steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle. He's got quick. First down to the 26-yard line. Courtney Love makes the tackle.
And if you give him time, he will just pick you apart. It is amazing what this young man, number 8, can do for the Louisville Cardinals.
Put it down at the 25-yard line, so he picked up 22. And Louisville overcomes the sack that put him in a 2nd and 22. Pistol formation this time. Radcliffe, the deep back. He gets the call running right, and he's tackled for a loss. Denzel Ware.
Well, the 3 most active players on defense, Ware, Jones, and Allen, all 3 right there on that play.
Kentucky's front 7 is playing well today.
Yes.
Secondary, not so much. Nope. 2nd and 11 Louisville at the Kentucky 26 as we go under 4 minutes to play. Cardinals with a 17-14 lead. Keeping them out of the end zone would be huge. Bonifant shifts out of the slot on the right side into the backfield, and they hand it to him, sweeping off to the near side, and not much there as he got hit by Jones at the 25. He does fall forward to the 24. He got 2, so back to 3rd and 9. But Jones, that side-to-side speed is such a weapon. And then he reacts with force to punctuate the speed.
Now if he can just hold on 3rd down. And now Jordan Jones goes down.
Uh-oh.
I think it's a cramp the way he's holding his leg.
3:19 left to play here in the opening half. Cardinals with a 17-14 lead. They're 3rd and 9 at the Kentucky 24-yard line.
A big loss for the Cats defensively on one of the big third down plays of the game. He's going to have to come out.
And an official's timeout here while they look at Jordan Jones.
As they usually do, Tom. They saw him struggling over there, and the coaching staff started waving their hands down to the ground. Get down. Don't try to jog to the sidelines. Just get down so we can get out there and help you and get basically a free timeout.
He pops up, and he's walking under his own power to the far side, so it appears to be okay. That's good to see. Georgia Tech, Georgia, still tied at 14. They're inside the final minute of the second quarter. Let's get more on the Central Bank scoreboard from Brian Milan.
Well, as you mentioned, Tom, it is 14-14 between Georgia Tech and Georgia. Sonny Michel, a 10-yard TD, and Jacob Eason, a touchdown pass, has tied the Ramblin' Wreck at 14. The Egg Bowl with Mississippi State and Ole Miss will kick off at 3:30, as will the Iron Bowl and the Palmetto Bowl with South Carolina and Clemson a little bit later on. And between Michigan and Ohio State, still 3-0 Wolverines in the second period in Columbus. Back to you.
3:19 to play. U of L 17, UK 14. Cards at the Kentucky 24, 3rd and 9. Kentucky scoring on a 75-yard Juice Johnson touchdown catch on the first play for Kentucky. Then Boone Williams ran it in from 36 yards out to put Kentucky up 14-7 after Louisville had scored on its opening drive. The Cardinals then responded to Kentucky going ahead by tying the score on Jackson.
Guys, they're looking at
Bonifant, a touchdown pass to Bonifant.
Sorry, Tom. They're looking at the shoulder of Jordan Jones as though he had a stinger. So right now, he's in some pain. They're trying to see how long he's going to be out, but they're still working on that left shoulder.
Jordan is 6'2", 220, sophomore from Youngstown, Ohio, and he throws that body around at top speed. Louisville now with 285 total yards. Kentucky 221. Pretty even game, reflected on the scoreboard. After the Cards tied it on the touchdown pass to Bonifant, they scored on their next drive on a field goal to go ahead after Kentucky stopped them. After Louisville achieved 1st and goal at the 7, it was 2nd and goal at the 2. Kentucky held, and Louisville had to kick the field goal. And now Kentucky trying to force another field goal attempt here with Cards 3rd and 9 at the Kentucky 24.
You know, Tom, one of the key stats that sticks out a little bit is penalties. Kentucky's got 3 for 35, just 1 on that face mask against Louisville. That has thwarted a drive for Kentucky.
Talked about the Kentucky front 7. They have 2 sacks, 5 tackles for loss. Louisville's defensive front coming in with 80 TFLs and 29 sacks, have neither.
Guy Jones is good to go. He has to sit out this play, but he looks like he's ready.
Eli Brown is in place of Jordan Jones.
Watch him go right after 32. Eli Brown. Empty backfield.
Trips right, 2 wideouts left. Eli Brown right in the middle. Kentucky's showing blitz off the edges with Love on the left side and Allen on the near side. Jackson sprinting out. Hits the shovel pass to Hicatini. All kinds of room. He's across the 10. He's the 5, and he goes in for the touchdown. Perfect call. They got Jackson out on a sprint out, and then he flipped it back to Hicatini running parallel to him.
As you said, both of these coaching staffs have made some great calls. That was a perfect call for that situation.
So Louisville extends the lead to 9, pending the point after. And the interception leads to 7 points. Point after good. Louisville 14. Louisville 24, Kentucky 14, with 3:09 to play in the first half. A big drive, Jeff, coming up here for the Wildcats.
You got that right, because the thing is you can't have a 3 and out, because if you do, then that's going to give Louisville one more chance with just over 3 minutes to go, and they still have all 3 of their timeouts left, and they love that 2-minute drill.
6 plays, 48 yards after the interception. Took only 2:36 to score. Louisville overcomes 2nd and 22 after Kentucky got the first down sack. They overcome a 2nd and 17 on an earlier touchdown drive. And you made the reference to the Kentucky offense back in 07 when you had Woodson with Burton and Tammy and Lyons, Stevie Johnson, and 2nd, 3rd, and long was
could overcome that.
Nothing to those guys. And it's the same way to this Louisville offense. Well, Lamar Jackson.
Well, as you said, this might be the drive of the game for the Wildcats. They have got to get at least one first down so that clock is only in their hip pocket and not Louisville's.
The kick is high but very short. It's going to land at the 17. Saheem King comes up, scoops it up, tries to dance around and head upfield, and he only gets to the 24-yard line.
Timmons has to catch that ball.
The upback's got to field that.
Yes.
Timmons just turned and looked at Saheem.
Like, come on and get it. He's got a 22-yard run just to catch the ball.
And Ryan just needs to slide to his left field and take off.
And get what you can get, yep.
Louisville had a different kicker that time. O'Hara did the kickoff. Got it really high, but not much depth. So Kentucky coming left to right from its own 24-yard line. Steven Johnson had been a little shaken up when he ran unsuccessfully on that 2nd down play on the last drive. Limping a little bit, coming in with a sore knee anyway. So Benny Snell goes out of the Wildcat, running straight ahead for nothing. Maybe a yard. I don't know if he got that. Stacey Thomas calling his and Kelsey's name a lot from that inside linebacker position. No gain, 2nd and 10, down to Gabe.
Johnson landed hard on that left knee the last time he ran inside, Tom. Got up a little gimpy, but obviously he's staying in.
He is split out wide to the left, 1 of 3 receivers that way. 2 tight ends to the left. Snell out of the Wildcat. 2nd and 10. Quick throw out in the left flat to Johnson. Now Johnson looking to throw it back to the near side, and the receiver gets knocked down, and flags come in from everywhere.
Finally.
C.J. Conrad was headed down the near sideline, and the Louisville defender, Stacey Thomas, just popped him. They're saying it's uncatchable. It's uncatchable because he knocked him down.
Yeah.
The Louisville coaches are waving their hands above their heads to say it's uncatchable. If they rule this uncatchable, that will be the joke of all jokes.
Tom, you can't just take out receivers as the ball's in the air, no matter where it is.
Pass interference on the defense, number 32.
How can you boo this?
Spot foul. First down.
If you take out the receiver like that, everything's uncatchable.
Yeah. Wow.
It's a spot foul inside of 15 yards, so they put it down at the 37. So it ends up being a 13-yard penalty and a first down for Kentucky. So Benny Snell threw it out into the left flat to Johnson, but it was like a lateral because Johnson was behind him, and Johnson trying to throw it back to Conrad. They had single coverage, but Thomas just knocked him down. Johnson drops the throw, steps up in the pocket. He is throwing deep down the middle of the field. He's got a man out there. He catches it at the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky! The juice got loose again.
Boy, the kid can throw the deep pass, can he? And again, single coverage on the outside. Juice is going to run by that every time. There's no safety help. I mean, he runs right by the defender, and the defender down on the field. I think that might be Josh Harvey Clemens, who came up lame at about the 15, and he's down on the field. That would be an enormous loss for this Louisville defense without Josh Harvey Clemens. To me, their best defender in that back secondary.
63-yard touchdown pass they hooked up earlier. Johnson on a 75-yarder on Kentucky's first offensive snap. The 2 plays and 2 touchdowns for those two with 2:13 to play. Kentucky has answered authoritatively to pull back to within 4 pending the point after.
Again, just a straight post pattern, and I think that is Clemens, and he actually pulled up at about the 30 as Juice ran by him, and then it was just, can he catch up to the football? He did. He made a nice catch over the shoulder and rolled in. That's actually Washington, number 15, not 25. So Trumaine Washington, the cornerback, the junior.
Kentucky's had Snell throw it a couple of times out of the Wildcat, and the Wildcat formation has not been very productive here in the first half, but you wonder if things like that might loosen the Louisville defense up a bit in the second half.
I still think you've got to go back to that in running situations. That's their best weapon. Louisville knows that. They're going to stack up against it, but still got to keep hammering away at them, soften them up.
Washington's up and gingerly walking toward the near sideline.
So 2:13 left, Tom. You got to get a good kickoff here to get them deep. You Can't let them get a return out past the 25-yard line.
Nice game plan from Eddie Grand today.
Yeah.
The play calls matching wits with Bobby Petrino, who's outstanding as a play caller himself, and quite a battle going on right now.
All you're looking for as an offensive coordinator is those single coverage, that one-on-one situations.
McGinnis to try to pull Kentucky to within 3. So 2:13 to play before halftime. The kick is good. Cards 24, Cats 21. Ohio State has gotten a touchdown. Goes up on Michigan now, 7-3, with 3:05 left to play in the first half. Ryan Miles in our Central Bank SEC Scoreboard studio. Give us an update on that and more.
It is Ohio State leading Michigan 7-3 on a Malik Hooker 16-yard interception return for touchdown. And right now, under 4 minutes to play in the first half as Hooker dives into the end zone. 7-3, 2:08 left in the first half. Ohio State and Michigan, and still Georgia Tech and Georgia knotted up at 14 at the half. And speaking of halftime, I'll give you the rundown as the KHSAA State Football Finals are set. A lot of great games from last night. Let's go back to Papa John's Cardinal Stadium.
Steven Johnson, 5 out of 10 for 183 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception for Kentucky. That 1 interception looms large because it led to 7 Louisville points on the last drive for the Cardinals. Here's the kick from McGinnis. Very high, not deep, comes to the 10-yard line. Samuel takes it, coming near side across the 20 to the 27, spins out to the 30, breaks away and dives out to the 33-yard line. Cash Daniel made the tackle on him. But Kentucky's kick coverage last couple of times has not been as good as what we're used to. They've put this at the 32-yard line.
Austin hasn't gotten it as deep either, though, Tom.
No, he hasn't.
Catching up around the 10-yard line. So plenty of time and 3 timeouts for Lamar Jackson.
Jackson 10 of 15 for 198. He's run it 10 times for 59. He'll go from the pistol formation. And now the back shifts out to a wideout on the near side. Jackson drops deep, empty backfield, in trouble. And he is wrapped up and goes down. Inside the 20-yard line, the protection breaks down.
Pringle and Miggins.
Pringle on the nose, pushing back in along with Bell and Miggins. They put it at the 21 for a loss of 11.
Guys are getting nasty, aren't they? Big 77 went right through the center.
That's the 3rd sack of the first half for the Kentucky defense.
So that's 14 in the last 6 quarters for Thomas. Ouch.
Louisville back at its own 21. Jackson drops deep, guns it over the middle. Got his man wide open. It's quick up at the 40 and pulled down at the 42-yard line by Mike Edwards. Or correction, 37-yard line. He was just across the 35. Got 16, so it's 3rd and 5. Quick is getting wide open in the middle of the passes in the middle of the field between the hash marks.
Running that zone.
Out at the 37, 3rd and 5. Jackson looking to his left. Blitz coming late. Now scrambling off to the right. Going to try to run to the far sideline and run for it. He gets knocked out of bounds over the far side, short of the first down, I think. They're going to say he went out just short of the 40-yard line. Jordan Jones chased him down to force him out. And you got only 2, and they'll send the punting unit out. So 3 and out. Nice job by the Kentucky defense.
And that stopped the clock. So if you get any kind of return here, the Cats still have 2 timeouts left and just under a minute to work with.
Against this offense and that quarterback, it's been a good first half of the Kentucky defense.
Yes.
24-21, Louisville leads. 54 seconds to play in the half. Beauty of a punt. High punt. And the return man gets knocked down. The ball lands at the 12. It's rolling inside the 5. It's knocked back upfield, and are they going to say it's down inside the 1?
How is that not a penalty? He just took out Walker.
Charles Walker just got floored. Now, he was well away from where the ball was landing. He was trying to fool the defenders into thinking he was going to try to catch the punt, and they say the ball got down inside the 1. So now instead of worrying about trying to get points, you've got to avoid a safety.
Now they're going
Mark
to put
Stoops
out
out to the numbers, arms extended.
I wonder what Charles was doing because that ball hit it at about the 12 or 14 yard line and rolled in.
I think he was trying to fool them and let it roll into the end zone, and it almost did. They have moved it out to the 3 yard line, so a little more space with 39 seconds. The Cardinals have all 3 timeouts, so they would probably use them here if you just drop to a knee. And so you got to try to come out of here with a standard play, and don't want to have to punt from down here in the final seconds of the half. 39 seconds to play. 24-21 Louisville leads. Johnson will go from the pistol formation. He's a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Good snap. Handoff straight ahead to Williams. Hesitates. Comes out across the 5 to the 6 yard line. Protecting that football. Down to Dick Gabriel.
Guys down here, the only thing I can think is, and I picked this up on the sidelines, they might have ruled that Walker altered his path. In other words, he initiated contact, but it did not look like that from here.
Or he did not call for fair catch.
No, he didn't do that.
Yeah.
Wasn't attempting to field it. Boom got 3. 34 seconds. Louisville has called a timeout. Smart by Louisville. If you can hold them without a first down, then you can make them have to punt from down here.
Try to block it. Yep.
Boom now with 6 carries for 44 yards on the day.
Sun-drenched field now, huh? Nice.
45 degrees at kickoff today. And we're still there, but the sun makes it feel a little better, especially for all those players who we're under the shade up here in the booth, but they're out in that sunlight. Has to feel a lot better. Second down, 7 Kentucky from its own 6. Wildcats will get the ball to start the second half. They trailed 24-21. 2 long Steven Johnson touchdown passes to Garrett Johnson, 75 yards and 63 yards, and a Boone Williams 36-yard run. So it's been big plays carrying the day for the Kentucky offense here in the first half. Lamar Jackson, 1 rushing touchdown and 2 passing for Louisville. Gives him 30 passing touchdowns on the season. Pistol formation for Kentucky. Louisville's got 9 in the box. Hand off to Boone, trying to get outside left. Turns the corner at the 5, up the far sideline, tiptoeing out of bounds at the 10. He gave so much ground that he was dangerously getting close to going back in the end zone.
But the problem there, he should have dove into the field to play because that stops the clock.
You got 4 yards, so now it's actually almost 5 out to the 11, we'll call it. So it's 3rd and 2, but timeout now with 26 seconds to play. Or no timeout. They didn't have to use one.
Boy, if he dare run a play-action pass.
2 wideouts each way. Well, just short of the 11. They got to get to the 13, so 3rd about 2.5. Steven Johnson out of the shotgun. Going to get Louisville to jump offside. And here's a flag as they gave it to Boone. He had a big hole up the middle. Somebody moved. Was it Kentucky or the Cards? Good little hand fighting.
Before the snap, false start on the offense, number 74. That's half the distance. It'll be 3rd down. Please reset the game clock to 26. Thank you.
That's Cole Mosher, the left tackle, and that's big because you were going to get the first down.
Yeah, he had a huge hole there. Again, penalties are really just... You hate to use that old acronym of, shoot him in the foot, but man, oh man.
So now it's 3rd and 7 back at the 6 with 26 seconds to play. And if you don't get the first down here, you're going to have to punt. Jackson out of the shotgun. 2 wideouts each way. Hands it off to Boone. Running straight ahead. Pushing the pile out to the 10-yard line, but that's all. So they get back most of what they lost on the penalty. So now Louisville will use another one of its timeouts. They didn't, as you correctly pointed out, Jeff, when Boone went out of bounds, it saved them a timeout. So now with 22 seconds left to play, number 1, they've got to get the punt off,
which
they're actually only giving this out to the 9-yard line. And then Louisville's going to get pretty good field position. It wouldn't take 1 or 2 completions, probably 1 to maybe get in field goal range. Now the Cards kicker, Creaky, has 0 for 2 outside of 40 yards, so they'd have to get closer than if you get inside the Kentucky 30 probably to feel good about a shot.
The average punt for Kentucky is 39 yards. So even if he kicks a 39-yarder, they're still getting, with no return, they get it inside the 50 with enough time, with a timeout, to run at least one play and possibly two.
The dangerous man, Jair Alexander, back standing at the Kentucky 45-yard line. So it was huge that Kentucky, Boone Williams went out of bounds on that play. So here comes the punt. High snap, and he gets it out. End over end kick, angled off to the far side, and it goes out of bounds. I think it landed at the Kentucky 40. He just angled it to the far side to avoid kicking it to Alexander, and just a low end over end kick. And a bit of a high snap. So now Louisville will have a shot at getting points.
Yeah, from here, you only need really 10 yards.
They're going to say it went out at the 43 of Kentucky.
So if he can get down to the 30, so it's a 13-yard pass play here, and then you call timeout, or you can run up and stone the ball, whatever you want to do, but still have about a 45 to 50-yard kick.
Creaky as long as 39 yards. Jackson drops to throw. Plenty of time. He is throwing for the end zone. He's got a man out there. Touchdown.
No, he dropped it.
Oh, he dropped it. Quick dropped it in the end zone.
I think that was that Beatty? Came in. Beatty got under Tom just as he was pulling in. But as you said, Quick got inside position on a post pattern.
Woo.
Wow.
There's a bullet there.
5 seconds. So now you drop your safeties deep.
Louisville went
deeper than this.
Big. Jackson dropping deep. He is throwing for the near sideline. The catch made. He goes out of bounds at the 22 with zeros on the clock. Jalen Smith making the catch. So no time to get off another play. And Kentucky will go to the locker room trailing number 11 Louisville 24-21 after dodging a bullet there, as Quick had the inside position of the previous play and could not pull it in. Mark Stoops is going to get interviewed by the ESPN folks, but the first thing he's doing is talking to the referee.
We got to stop first because I need to talk to somebody.
They're having a free and open exchange of views at about the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
Now Mark is heading over to talk to TV, and then Dick Gabriel will get him. But Kentucky had the lead at 14-7. Louisville answered with a touchdown pass to Bonifant and a field goal to go up 17-14. They went up 24-14 on the touchdown pass to Hicatini. But then Kentucky answered the second long bomb from Steven Johnson to Juice Johnson with 2:13 to play in a half. Pulled Kentucky within 3, and that's the score here at the half. The Cards 24, the Cats 21, and Kentucky will get the ball to start the second half here in Louisville, where the road team has won 14 of the 22 games.
Passport Health Plan
in 1994. Last time Kentucky beat a ranked team on the road was here at Louisville in 2002. And they did it with a defense that repeatedly sacked Dave Ragone, and they've gotten to Lamar Jackson 3 times today.
Coach, you made some big plays on defense, but they've hit you with big plays. How do you balance and tighten that up?
Yeah, we've got to do a better job. We knew they were going to take their shots really early in the game. They got us with a different personnel group, and I wanted to close the middle of the field and not give them the shot. We felt like they wanted to hit some shots early, and we've closed it, but we've got to keep them off the bounce.
Speaking of middle of the field, they've stacked the box, but you've heard them deep on offense, haven't you?
Well, we have, because we're running the ball so efficiently that we got to make some coverages where we the same coverage that they hit us on the first play of the game, we've hit them a couple of times. So it's always a cat and mouse game. You know, we've got to cover. On our part, we've got to cover better.
Did they tell you anything about knocking down Charles Walker on the punt?
Pardon me?
Did they tell you anything about your punt returner getting knocked down?
No.
I know.
Yep, thank
Halftime in Louisville. Cards lead the Cats 24-21 here on the UK Sports Network.
Passport Health Plan presents Cats in the Community.
UK Rifle Team member Morgan Dewar was one of several student athletes who participated in the Walk a Child to School Day event held at Lexington's Julius Marks Elementary School this past November. The annual international event raises community and global awareness about walking safety and promotes healthy behavior.
Cats in the Community is presented by Passport Health Plan.
I had no use for health insurance, but my mom was always saying, sign up for Passport. And I was like, Mom. She was like, for my peace of mind. It got to be where I needed peace of mind, so I did. Now my mom, she can chill, and I feel pretty good about it too.
Together we can all feel better. Call 1-800-578-0603 and ask for Passport. That's 1-800-578-0603. Passport Health Plan, a proud sponsor of UK's Cats in the Community.
What does it mean to be a part of the Southeastern Conference? That there's an honest-to-goodness chandelier in your tailgate tent? Perhaps. But it means more than that. It means pioneering medical solutions to predict new flu viruses. It means leading globally diverse teams to eliminate starvation in developing countries. And it means being home to one of the nation's top cybersecurity programs. This is the SEC. And here, it just means more.
This football season, State Farm is going to do something it's never done on radio before.
What's that?
Save more people money by helping combine their home and auto.
State Farm can do that on radio? That means I can do anything on radio. Like call football plays using nothing but texting lingo.
OMG! OMG! Hashtag forgot to play! YOLO! Hut, hut!
Look, all I'm saying is State Farm can save you time and money by helping combine your home and auto policies because they can.
Football emoji! Hey!
State Farm, here to help life go right. Call an agent today.
Four-man front for Louisville. Cadet goes in motion right. Johnson, he's going to throw it deep down the middle of the field. He's got Johnson. He's across the 30, 20, juice to the 10, 5, touchdown, Kentucky, 75 yards to answer.
And just like that, Kentucky tied the game after falling behind 7-0 in the opening minutes. And it's been that kind of game today as the Wildcats trail the Cardinals just 24-21 here at halftime. Dick Gabriel with Jeff Piecoro of Papa John's Cardinal Stadium. That was, by the way, was our UPS next day air delivery of the game, working together to achieve great things like the Kentucky Wildcats. That's problem solving. Visit solvers.ups.com to learn more. UPS, the official logistics provider of the Kentucky Wildcats. Jeff, interesting comments from Mark Stoops about the fact that they've got to cover better, but they've kind of turned the tables on the Cardinals by gashing them deep down the middle of the field because the Cards are devoted to running the football, or to stopping Kentucky running the football.
Louisville on the season on defense gives up 292 yards a game. 292. Kentucky at the half has 296. So to me, Kentucky's offense is playing perfectly right now. Again, I think the big play wasn't the punt returner getting blown up, but it was on the interception when the receiver got absolutely annihilated before the ball got there. No call, and Louisville goes down to score. That, to me, the difference in the football game so far.
Jeff, they've done a nice job getting it to Jackson, but when they give him time, he's just been deadly. What can you do there?
Well, you know, it's like I said, and this is what Houston did. If you can get the lead, then you're able to just tee off. You've got to bring it. When Kentucky is blitzed, they've been able to sack him and get to him and make him move his feet and miss. When he sits back there for 3, 4, 5 seconds, he's able to go to second, third, and fourth decisions and get it and make the play. He is a very good quarterback. Like, he's going to win the Heisman Trophy. But you can put me back there and give me 5 seconds, and I'm going to complete a lot of passes against you.
Yeah, there have been some sacks, which in fairness were covered sacks.
Sure.
But like you said, you can't leave those guys out there all afternoon. But there have been some breakdowns defensively. It's going to be a chalk talk kind of thing here at halftime. As we mentioned, the Wildcats fall behind 7-0 on a 19-yard run by Jackson. And then it was Johnson to Johnson. You heard that one for 75 yards to make it 7-7. Boom goes 36 yards to make it 14-7 at the end of one. Cardinals tie it up on a Jackson to Bonifant pass, 14-all. Cardinals take the lead on a 19-yard field goal. Then Jackson hits Hicatini from 24 yards out on a shovel pass after that phantom interception, 24-14. But the Cats come back with a 63-yard TD bomb to make it 24-21, 2:13 left. That's your halftime score. Brian Milan back with scores in just a minute on the UK Sports Network.
It's about my heart.
And my heart.
It's about my husband's heart. The Heart Team at St. Joseph Hospital has a long history of saving lives. Today, our surgeons and cardiologists are working side by side. From groundbreaking advancements in valve replacement to life-saving heart surgery for patients not strong enough for open heart surgery. When it comes to your heart, St. Joseph is the clear choice.
It's a clear choice for me.
St. Joseph Hospital, the one name in heart care.
When you're out recruiting, an email or text doesn't always cut it. Sometimes you have to meet face to face. That's why I choose Central Bank.
At Central Bank, it's easy to stay connected with online and mobile banking. But when you need someone to talk to or a quick decision made, we're right here with the products and personal service to help guide you toward your financial goals.
Think local, grow local, bank local. Put Central Bank's local advantage to work for you.
Member FDIC.
Every year, Kroger Community Rewards helps local nonprofits earn donations, and it's money that stays right here in the local area. Now that donation is increasing to $3.6 million, and you can help decide where that money goes. Just sign up at Kroger.com/community rewards, and every time you shop with your Plus card, you'll be earning money for the local nonprofit organization you've chosen. Please join Kroger Community Rewards, because together, there's nothing we can't do.
Throughout its history, Hitachi Automotive Systems has been synonymous with safety, quality, growth, and continuous improvement. Adhering to these core values has enabled us to succeed as an innovative supplier of world-class products to the global automotive market. With 3 Kentucky locations and nearly 3,000 hardworking employees, we are dedicated to ensuring the expectations of our customers are consistently exceeded. Want to be a part of this dynamic group? Find out more about our opportunities at hitachi-automotive.us. Hitachi, inspire the next.
Welcome, everyone. Let's go ahead with roll call. Kevin Yates. Here. Margaret Hanson.
Present.
Pterodactyl.
Here.
You can't always choose your name, but you can choose your favorites with McDonald's McPick 2 menu.
Let me get a McPick 2.
The saucy choice you've been waiting for is here. The McRib is back, and it's on McDonald's McPick 2 menu, along with the Big Mac, filet of fish, and 10-piece chicken McNuggets. Choose any 2 for just $5. At participating restaurants, price of single item posted on menu board.
Lexington's home of the Cats, 98.1 The Bull and 630 WLAP.
At halftime, Kentucky trails Louisville by a score of 24-21 from the UK Sports Network studio in Lexington. I'm Brian Milam. It's time to find out what's going on around campus with UK at the half. Here's Carl Nathy.
Thanks, Brian.
You start doing research and you follow some question and you let it take you where it takes you. And it's actually the most fun thing.
That's Lisa Cassis, professor and former chair of the Department of Pharmacology and Nutritional Sciences in the College of Medicine at the University of Kentucky, who now serves as UK's vice president for research.
UK is a collaborative place. The reality is nowadays to be competitive for federal funding especially, you can't be an island. You have to use a multi-pronged approach.
Research within the Cassis Laboratory has been continuously supported by grants from the National Institutes of Health for 28 years. As Vice President for Research, Cassis reports directly to President Eli Capilouto and administers UK's vast research enterprise. A new research building, which will focus largely on Kentucky's health disparities, is currently under construction.
The new building is incredibly exciting for me because it will be focused on these health problems like cardiovascular disease, drug abuse, cancer, obesity, diabetes, these major complex problems. This building will allow us to put people like me in close proximity to someone that is studying it from an economics perspective. And we'll talk. My job is to promote that culture here at UK.
The University of Kentucky is one of only 8 universities in the country with a full range of undergraduate, graduate, professional, and medical programs on one contiguous campus. And UK is currently one of only 22 public institutions with a trifecta of federal designations of excellence for aging, in cancer, and in translational science. Vice President Cassis said there are plentiful research opportunities for undergraduate students at UK.
Because we are a research-intensive institution, if they even try and reach out and ask, there are so many opportunities for them to do research.
Coordinating and enlivening collaborative initiatives in learning and discovery. University of Kentucky Vice President for Research, Lisa Cassis. To keep up with what's going on at the University of Kentucky, just visit uky.edu. There you can find our UK Now News website, as well as how to follow us on social media via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Seeing Blue, I'm Carl Nathy with UK at the Half.
Thank you very much, Carl. At halftime, it's Louisville 24, Kentucky 21. I'll check the Central Bank SEC scoreboard next on the UK Sports Network.
Take on any galaxy and take on the mission to enter Rogue One, a Star Wars story, Nissan's Ultimate Access Sweepstakes. You can win a VIP trip for two to see the opening showing at El Capitan Theater in Hollywood. Enter at nissanusa.com/Star Wars Rogue One and visit your local Nissan dealer to see the new 2017 Rogue. Nissan, innovation that excites. No purchase necessary. Ends 11/27/16. Open to residents of the USDC 18 and older. For full details, including odds of winning and limitations on entry and prize, see official rules at nissanusa.com/Star Wars Rogue One.
Take a moment to see yourself as part of the University of Kentucky family. A family that constantly encourages and pushes you toward achieving your dreams. A family that welcomes you to new state-of-the-art living and dining spaces, to enhanced classroom and lab facilities, and to opportunities for pursuing research and discovery with a world-class faculty. We invite you to find out more about our UK family at uky.edu, the University for Kentucky.
Hi, Wildcat fans. It's Tom Leach here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Lexington or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of the Kentucky Wildcats.
We have a new player on the field, and he's ready for kickoff with a delicious ice-cold Coca-Cola and the kick. He's probably going to pour it here, and he does. The glass is full. Can he go all the way? He did it! Oh, wow! Woo. Coca-Cola. Taste the feeling.
This is Coach Mark Stoops. Cheering on the Wildcats is thirsty work. So when you need a timeout, grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola. The perfect game day refreshment. Go Cats.
Kentucky loves its basketball, loves its horses, loves rolling hills and clear streams. Kentucky loves strong families and deep friendships. And who loves Kentucky back? For more than 70 years, nobody has loved Kentucky like Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. KFB takes care of Kentucky's houses, cars, families, and communities. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. KFB loves KY.
It's time to look at the Central Bank SEC scoreboard.
Kentucky trails Louisville by a score of 24-21. And other Southeastern Conference action today. There's only one other game right now underway dealing with an SEC team. Georgia leads Georgia Tech in the rivalry that's known as clean old-fashioned hate. 17-14 Georgia. Later on today and tonight, the Iron Bowl, 13th ranked Auburn at number 1 Alabama. That game tips off at 3:30. And another game with top 25 teams involved. It's 15th ranked Florida and 14th ranked Florida State in that matchup. FSU looking to win 4 in a row. They've won 5 of the last 6 against the Florida Gators. And one huge game in the top 25 and actually in the top 5. It's 3rd ranked Michigan 10, 2nd ranked Ohio State 7. Ohio State just 81 yards of offense in the first half. They have a pick 6 for their only score of the game. Michigan 10, Ohio State 7. And the KHSAA State Football Finals are ready to be played next weekend in Bowling Green. In Class A, it's Beechwood and Hazard. That's a rematch of 2008. Christian Academy of Louisville goes to the state finals for the first time. They will meet Danville in Class 2A, the 10-time state champion Admirals. In 3A, it's a rematch yet again between Louisville Central and Belfry. Belfry looking for its 4th straight state championship. In Class 4A, Franklin Simpson meets Johnson Central, the Golden Eagles of Johnson Central in the state title game for its 2nd straight year. Bowling Green and Pulaski County meet in 5A. Bowling Green has been a juggernaut over the last decade. Pulaski County in the state finals for a 4th straight year. And in 6A football, Trinity meets Lafayette. Lafayette, the first Lexington school ever to go back-to-back state championship games. A tall task in front of the heavily favored Rocks next weekend. It is Louisville 24, Kentucky 21. When we come back, we will send you back to Papa John's Cardinal Stadium for the second half. This is the UK Sports Network.
Baptist Health Lexington proudly offers CyberKnife,
a revolutionary non-surgical prostate cancer treatment that can be administered in as few as 5 short sessions. Treatment that won't interfere with going on a date with your wife, meeting your grandkids at the park, even returning to work the same day as your treatment. CyberKnife at Baptist Health Lexington. Cancer care that's centered on you. Ask your doctor if CyberKnife is right for you. Learn more at baptisthealth.com.
The home field advantage in sports is strong. It's people who believe in you, who want to help you succeed, and who provide the support to make that happen. Let Kentucky Bank give you the home field advantage when it comes to running your business or personal finances, planning for retirement, or opening that first checking or savings account. It's no surprise the teams succeed at a higher rate when they have hometown support. Count on Kentucky Bank to do that for you. Kentucky Bank. Call it home.
Here at Paul Miller Ford, everybody takes Black Friday preparation very seriously, especially Coach Cal.
We've got 27 acres of cars out there, and you're going to help our customers find exactly what they're looking for.
Yeah, Coach. And with an extra $1,000 in Black Friday bonus cash on all 2016 and 2017 models, you're sure to find a great deal too. Shop America's best-selling brand at your True Blue dealer, Paul Miller Ford. Bonus cash not available on Shelby GT350, F-150 Raptor, Focus RS, 4GT. Take new retail delivery from dealer stock by 11/30/2016.
Points, click, drive. PaulMillerFord.com.
Thinking about selling your home? Now's a great time, and now is the time to contact Rector Hayden Realtors. As the area's leading real estate company, we know what it takes to sell your home for top dollar in today's market. Rector Hayden Realtors sells more homes for more money than anyone else. So why trust the sale of your home to any other company? See thousands of homes for sale at the new RectorHayden.com. And for success in selling your home, contact one of our agents today. Rector Hayden Realtors. Simply the best in Lexington and Central Kentucky.
What we do is not about sickness. It's about living. All of life's moments, big and small. Each triumph and challenge. Because you were made to live and live well. And we're here to make sure you do. Let us show you how care is supposed to be. Lexington Clinic. Your doctors for life.
Lexington's home of the Cats, 98.1 The Bull and 630 WLAP.
Back at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium just before second half action. Dick Gabriel with you field side. Take a look at some of the numbers from the first half. First downs, Kentucky 10, Louisville 16. Wildcats rush it 15 for only 99. Cardinals 27 for just 102. The Wildcats have thrown for 197. Cardinals 236. So total offense, Cats with, because of the big plays, only 27 offensive plays for 296. Cardinals 45 plays for 338. Cats are 3 for 7 on third down, but Louisville is 5 for 10 right now. Kentucky penalized 4 times for 42. Cardinals twice for 28. Time of possession, again, the big plays kind of skew that number. Kentucky with 12, Louisville with 18. That reflects the score. It's a close one. Cardinals 24, Wildcats 21. Let's pause 10 seconds now for station identification on the UK Sports Network.
The home of your Kentucky Wildcats. News Radio 630 WLAP AM Lexington and 98.1 The Bull WBUL-FM Lexington.
Now let's send it back to the gentleman who will call the second half action from way upstairs, Tom Leach and Jeff Piecoro.
Thank you, Gabe. Kentucky has gone over 200 yards rushing in 5 of the last 6 games since Bobby Petrino came back to Louisville. When the opponents rushed for 200 or more yards, Louisville's 0-5. Kentucky limited to 99 rushing yards in that first half, and there were no negative plays for the Wildcats. So, Jeff, Kentucky's got to be able to run the ball a little better. Can't rely on hitting the home run passes, but 2 big ones that have Kentucky down only 3 and getting the ball to start the second half.
Well, I think what Coach said to Dick when he was coming off the field is that is what they're trying to do too, knowing that Louisville is really loading up the box to stop the run. I like the first play when they were in that the little play action, and Steven kind of gets low and then pops up with man coverage. So that's what he's trying to do, knowing when they load the box and go man, you're going to throw the football.
Kentucky will come right to left here in the second half. And Creaky back to handle the kickoff chores this time. Back at the goal line is Saheem King for Kentucky. Rickey's kick, not especially high. It will come to King at the 1 on the near side. Heads up across the 10, 15, 20. Tries to get outside. Gets to the 24, and that's all. Could not get to the near sideline. Louisville did a nice job of bottling him up. Atkins, Kelsey, down there on the coverage for Louisville. So put it down at the 25-yard line, they'll call it, for Kentucky to start this drive. Steven Johnson, 5 of 10, 1 interception in the first half. Boone Williams, the leading rusher, 7 for 50. Benny Snell, only 3 carries for 6 yards in that first half. JoJo Kemp, the setback, goes in motion to the right, so it's an empty backfield. Johnson looks to pass. Hits the screen. He's got Badette coming into the middle of the field. Not much there as he fights his way out to the 30. Keeps going to the 31-yard line. So a nice 6-yard play on first down. Louisville gets Kelsey and Wiggins out there to combine on the tackle.
Tom, they use that pass it's just like a run. It's just an extended handoff there. It's just a quick pass to the outside. He did a great job of hesitating a second, letting his blockers get out there so he could get those 6 yards.
Badette comes wide to the near side. Timmons and Baker wide the other way.
And again to Badette.
Conrad in the backfield as the fullback. They bring Juice Johnson in motion to the left. Play fake to him. Steven Johnson. He is throwing deep down the middle of the field. Badette is out there. Ball's knocked away. Looked like he got bumped just as the ball was arriving. The ball hung up just a little bit, and that enabled Alexander to have time to close and get there on the play.
Boy, he had. That was exactly what he wanted. He got man. I saw it coming. I could see it from here. He got a step on him. The ball hung just a little bit.
So third down and 4 for Kentucky. Wildcats in the first half, 3 out of 7 on third downs. 2 wideouts each way for Steven Johnson. Got a setback to his right. JoJo Kemp. Louisville showing blitz off the edges. Now they bail out. They bring 5. Johnson throws out in the flat. He's got Timmons, makes the catch, slips one tackle up the far sideline, breaks another one across the 50 into Louisville territory, knocked out of bounds at the Louisville 41-yard line. Great run after the catch and a 28-yard gain for Timmons. Wiggins pushes him out of bounds.
Nice, safe pass, just about a 6-yarder, but Timmons does it all after the catch. He breaks the tackle at the first down marker and then a step away from going the distance.
Yeah, it's got it spread out again. 2 wideouts each way. They're at the Louisville 41. Opening drive of the second half. Cards lead 24-21. Johnson on a keeper trying to get outside, and he cannot turn the corner. Thomas read it. Closed quickly upfield to make the tackle for a loss of 2.
Yeah, you got to run right at these guys.
They're so fast.
Yes.
Johnson lost 2. That was his read. It's a read option play, and he pulled it out of Boone's belly and kept it himself. Thought he had a chance to get to the edge, and maybe with that sore knee, lost a step on his speed. 2 wideouts left, tight end and a wideout to the right. 2nd and 12, Kentucky at the Louisville 43. Johnson drops, steps up, throwing deep in the middle of the field, but overthrows his intended receiver, who got the inside position. Taven Richardson, inside the 10, had the inside position, but the pass a little too long. Kentucky is getting guys open, going deep.
Yeah, and that one, he needs to hang that one up just a little bit more, but starting to collapse a little bit, and that was a late break by Richardson away from his defender.
Well, you need about 8 to think about a field goal.
Yep.
3rd and 12 to get the first down. Trips left, 1 wide out right. Louisville not showing blitz here. Looks like they're going to drop 7 into coverage. They do. Johnson steps up in the pocket. Ball's knocked loose. He comes up with it and runs downfield. He's across the 30. He's got the first down. Slides to the 27-yard line. The ball got flipped out of his hands, popped straight up in the air, and Steven just grabbed it and took off.
Yeah, the defender going by him as he's raising his hand to throw. The ball flips up in the air, as you said, and it was parting of the sea. He catches it. He's got a wide open run.
So one thing about the California cool of Steven Johnson, nothing rattles him.
Yeah.
Never panicked. Runs on the scramble for 16 and a first down at the Louisville 27. Pistol formation this time. Deep back is Williams. Conrad in the backfield as the fullback. 2 tight ends to the right. Booth straight ahead. Picks his way 25. Down to the 21-yard line. Needed to break one more tackle, but Josh Harvey Clemens wraps him up. Still 6-yard gain on first down.
Tom, I wonder if they call that a pass, a catch, or a run.
It's a good question. I've scored it as a run for the moment. We're 3 minutes into the second half. Louisville leads 24-21. Kentucky 2nd and 4 at the Cards 21 in the opening drive of the second half. 3 receivers bunched in a triangle to the near side, one wide out the other way. Steven Johnson out of the shotgun. 2nd and 4 at the Louisville 21-yard line. Johnson, quick throw near side. He's got Vedette. Gets across the 20, dives to the 17, close to the first down. Tackle made by Chucky Williams.
Boy, Tom, I'm a little off angle here. Maybe Dick can get right on the line, but it sure looks like the right defensive end is offside on every play, doesn't it?
He may bring the chain in.
Looks like he's short, guys. I will look at that, Jeff.
It's Devontae Fields when he lines up.
And like you gave, I think this might be less than the length of the football short, but we'll see.
This is one of those where they have to bring the chains all the way from the Kentucky sideline all the way over to the Louisville sidelines. This is going to take a second to get over there, but it sure looks short from here.
Gabe, just do a cursory check on Benny Snell. He's not carried it a whole lot to here. I haven't seen him yet in the second half. Just make sure he's okay. They stretch out the chain, and
inches.
Boy, it is as close as you can get to not being a first down and being third, and literally inches. So Kentucky's in the red zone now, inside the Louisville 20. Last 6 games, Louisville's only had one stop. Only one time in the last 16 attempts have they stopped the opponent from scoring in the red zone. Kentucky had a big goal line stand to force a field goal in the first half against Louisville.
Now your big boy's in there.
And now there's Benny Snell. So he should be just fine. He's out there now to run out of the Wildcat. 3rd and inches. Nose of the football just short of the 17. That's where they've got to get. Snell waits for the snap. Got it. Hesitates. Explodes downhill. Cuts left. 15. Breaks the tackle. 10. 5. Touchdown! Kentucky!
Did something else, didn't he?
18-yard touchdown run for Benny Snell Jr. And for Kentucky, that is the 29th rushing touchdown of the season, the most since 1949.
Wow, great blocking. Nick Haynes, Cole Mosier over there, just blasted a huge hole.
So we go back to that drive late in the first half after Louisville went up 24-14, how big that was. The 63-yard touchdown pass to Johnson. Now they come out and get the touchdown drive to start the second half and go back in front. The kick's good. 10:58 to play in the third. Cats 28, Cards 24 on the UK Sports Network.
It's Toyota's Black Friday event. Now through November 30th, lease the bold 2017 Camry with zero due at signing. That's zero down payment, zero security deposit, zero first month's payment, and zero due at signing for $235 a month for 36 months. That's zero due and $235 a month for a Camry. Tax, title, and license extra. Subject to approved credit through TFS. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to buyatoyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Do you remember free? Today we've all but forgotten about free, from people shouting it out, only for us to read the fine print. At UK Federal Credit Union, we're bringing back free in all its glory. Free checking with free checks. A free debit card printed while you wait. Mobile deposit, free. Online bill pay, free. No fine print. Free checking from the University of Kentucky Federal Credit Union. It's banking, only better. Visit us online at ukfcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
The YMCA is all about a better us. Sure, you know the Y for a swim or a game of hoops, but we're more than that. The Y is about a better you, a better me, and a better us. When you take a jump shot at the Y, a toddler is learning to swim, a senior is rediscovering wellness, and lives are being changed for the better. We give all people the chance to grow, live, and thrive. Sure, the Y is a place to lift weights, but we're also about lifting entire communities. For a better us, join today at ymcacky.org.
Kentucky takes the opening kickoff in the third quarter and goes 75 yards in 9 plays. Took 4:02 off the clock. Benny Snell runs it in from 26 yards out. 3 third-down conversions on that drive, Jeff, to go ahead 28-24. The biggest, when Steven Johnson was back to pass, had the ball knocked out of his hands and popped up in the air. He grabbed it and scrambled for 16 yards on 3rd and 12.
So this offense has really come to life for the Cats running the football. It is just amazing, Tom. 371 yards of offense now for Kentucky.
We'll talk Kentucky football with Mark Stoops Tuesday night this coming week. Actually, I don't think we'll be talking to Coach Stoops because he'll be out recruiting. Freddie may join us. Maybe we'll pull in Jeff Piecoro Tuesday night at 6 Eastern time, followed by the John Calipari Show at 7 Eastern when we get back from the basketball trip. That'll be coming up Tuesday on the UK Sports Network. Coming back on Tuesday. Okay. No customs available after the game Monday night, so coming back on Tuesday.
So that's just a one game? Boom.
One game deal. Arizona State Monday night, 7 Eastern. Cats improved to 6-0 last night, and they've won every game by at least 21 points, and that hadn't been done since 1949, like that rushing TD record. So a lot of things happened good in 1949.
And without Isaiah Briscoe, right, for the last couple of games?
Yeah, he made the trip, but he did. They were going to get him an MRI last night. He's had a sore back. They were just making sure there wasn't anything more, and he, I'm told, made the trip. So hopefully he'll be able to play tomorrow night, or Monday night. McGinnis has been teeing it up in the middle of the field, has teed up on the near side hash mark this time. That's Samuel on the near side, Dawkins on the far side. Michigan, Ohio State have resumed the second half. Wolverines lead at Ohio State 10-7. We're about 5 minutes into the second half of that one. Kick from McGinnis is a line drive that is coming to the near side, and Samuel makes an over-the-shoulder catch about 8 yards deep in the end zone and drops to a knee. So rather than try for the height, Austin just brought out the driver and
we'll take it.
Ripped one down the fairway.
We will take that.
So Lamar Jackson and the high-powered Louisville offense head back out on the field. Jackson in that first half was 12 of 18 for 236 yards. So ran it 12 times for 50. They'll go from the pistol. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Johnson on a keeper, running left, breaks through a tackle. He's across the 30, 35, cuts back to the right. He's across the 50. He's off to the races. He's across the 30. He's across the 20, pulled down from behind at the 14-yard line. He is so fast. Marcus McWilson ran him down. He's had 19 touchdown runs this season and 20, actually, going back to the first half. And on those 19 coming into the game, he had forced 45 missed tackles, and he ran through a few there. And we got a Kentucky player not yet up, and it's Chris Westry. Put that all the way down to the 14-yard line, so 61-yard run for Lamar Jackson, and it's those big plays that kill you.
Well, you know, you've got to key on him. It's the same play they run. He fakes it in the basket of the running back, then he takes off to the left side, and once he gets past the line of scrimmage, look out, McWilson.
And he reads it so well. I mean, he left it in the belly for a couple of seconds, and then just as you start to converge on the running back, thinking he's handing it, he pulls it out and sprints ahead. And you miss 1 or 2 tackles, and boom, he's gone.
So you've got to have that backside that comes down the line of scrimmage to seal that where he can't cut back with it. Westry's up.
And your player is number 21, Chris Westry.
Landed pretty hard on his shoulder. He twisted an ankle or something, too.
Louisville came into the game with 20 runs of 30 or more yards, second most in the country, and 11 of those were by Jackson. And he went for 61 there. And they're at the Kentucky 14-yard line. Cats lead 28-24. Louisville threatening. Pistol formation. Still no turnovers today for the Cardinals, who've given it away 27 times this season. 1 more than Kentucky. Jackson coming to the right. On a keeper. Gets to the 12, maybe. Looked like it was a run-pass option deal there. Kentucky defended it well. Denzel Ware makes the hit on it. Got 2, 2nd and 8.
And that's the problem, Tom. You can't just come flying up from the safety spot because he'll fling it back to you. He's got such a strong arm.
Bell gets in on the defensive line. He's got a 4-man front, nickel package. Jackson coming around the right side, gets to the edge and goes out of bounds. Denzel Ware able to hang on and keep Jackson from completely turning the corner and going in. If Denzel doesn't make that play, get him out at the 8-yard line, he scores. He got 4, it'll be 3rd and 4.
That was one-on-one in open field against the most exciting runner in college football, and he did a great job.
Nearly had him at the 10. Jackson broke away, but landed on the sideline at the 8. So now it's 3rd and 4, Louisville. 5 of 10 on 3rd downs today for the Cardinals. Wide side the left, 2 wideouts that way. 2 tight ends right. Hand off to Smith sweeping right. He gets to the 4, maybe the 3. Ware stands him up, drives him back with help. Going to say he got just across the 4-yard line, and that's probably will be 1st and goal to go.
Looks like he got just enough.
He gave it to the big back, Jeremy Smith. It's about 25 pounds heavier than Radcliffe. I think it's 1st and goal to go. At the 3 of Kentucky. Cats lead 28-24. Kentucky running some extra beef onto the field. Pringle, Hyde coming out. Kentucky had a nice goal line stand in the first half to force a field goal. There's a handoff to Smith straight ahead, and he goes in. Jeremy Smith, 2nd rushing touchdown of the season, 3 yards out. And Louisville goes back in front.
Number 34, Jeremy Smith. 3 yards.
Yep, just right up the middle, right over the center. Strong, big guy.
Kentucky rushed that big package out there. I'm not sure those guys fully got dug in.
Yep.
Louisville got up there, snapped it quickly. 9:19 to play in the 3rd. 5-play, 75-yard drive. It took only 139 because of the 61-yard run by Jackson. Here's the point after. It's good. Cards 31, Cats 28 on the UK Sports Network.
I had no use for health insurance, but my mom was always saying, sign up for Passport. And I was like, Mom. She was like, for my peace of mind. It got to be where I needed peace of mind. So I did. Now my mom, she can chill. And I feel pretty good about it too.
Together we can all feel better. Call 1-800-578-0603 and ask for Passport. That's 1-800-578-0603. Passport Health Plan. A proud sponsor of UK's Cats in the Community.
CATS! Champs! Champs! Champs!
The unprecedented success of the University of Kentucky Athletics program would not be possible without the help of our official cornerstone partners. Central Bank, the official bank of UK Athletics, and Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment. Once again, thanks to these premier cornerstone partners who have played an integral role in laying the foundation for the success of UK Athletics.
Ryan with Safelite Auto Glass.
What makes Safelite different? With Safelite, you get the reliability of the Safelite Advantage. And we're the only glass company that services the entire state of Kentucky. So, from Pikeville to Paducah, or any point in between, we've got you covered. And Safelite is a proud partner of Kentucky football.
Just call us at 800-800-2727 or go to safelite.com. We'll even handle all the insurance paperwork for you.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Back in Louisville, where the Cardinals have gone ahead of Kentucky 31-28, 9:19 to play here in the 3rd. Let's send it back to Brian Milam in the studio.
Thank you, Tom. Georgia has opened up a 27-14 lead over Georgia Tech, scoring 13 straight in the 3rd period, and Ohio State tries to fake a punt at its own 22. Doesn't make it. Michigan capitalizes and now leads Ohio State 17-7 with 6.5 left to play in the 3rd period. Let's go back to Louisville.
Quite a battle there. It's a day of rivalries. Got the Iron Bowl later, Alabama-Auburn, Egg Bowl, Ole Miss and Mississippi State, South Carolina-Clemson today, Georgia Tech playing now, and several of these SEC games, along with how Kentucky fares here, all have a bearing on how the bowl situation shakes out next Sunday for the Cats and the rest of the SEC, Jeff.
Yeah, we'll know in a week. It's going to be real interesting. Why would you fake a punt at your own 20-yard line? Is that Hal Mummy taking over for Urban Meyer? Interesting, to say the least. Yeah, we've heard all kinds of places and scenarios for this team. We've heard Birmingham, Memphis, all kinds of spots. You win here, of course, opens a lot of more doors. But you know one thing, you're going bowling, and that's the bottom line.
That is a very good thing. Zaheem King at the goal line, awaiting the kick from Creaky. And he hits it to the near sideline, and King comes up, fields it at the 7, angles back towards the middle at the 15, looking for a seam at the 20, doesn't find one, and goes down at the 24-yard line. Nicely executed kick and coverage by the Cardinals. And Kentucky will come right to left after driving 75 yards and scoring on an 18-yard Benny Snell touchdown on the opening drive of the second half, but Louisville quickly answered. Cards lead at 31-28.
So now Walker in at one of the cornerback spots over there on the widest.
2 wideouts right, 1 left. Tight end to the right for Steven Johnson. He's in the pistol with Boom Williams behind him. And up to Williams, heading off to the right side. Slips 1 tackle and comes out to the 28, maybe the 29-yard line. Nice gain on first down. Chucky Williams slid down from his safety position to make the hit on Williams.
Such a key, Tom, to stay ahead of the chains like that.
4-yard gain, second down and 6. Boom has averaged 6.5 per carry in his 2 games against Louisville. Injured in the game in Lexington last season. Had to go out. Same formation. Quick throw into the middle, and he's got Conrad up at the 45. Faked it to Boom, and Johnson pulled it out. May have been tipped, but it got there to Conrad. He had to wait on it, maybe because of the tip.
And well, had that not been tipped, that would have been an enormous gainer. They just forgot about Conrad. He's wide open, and the ball flutters into his hands.
17-yard gain out to the 45-yard line.
Big pickup there.
First catch of the day for the Kentucky tight end. Louisville has committed so hard to the run. Kentucky's been able to hit big plays in the passing game. Trips right, tight end left this time. Louisville showing blitz off the edges. Kentucky out of the pistol from its own 45. Quick throw out in the right flat. Got Juice Johnson across the 45 and out to the 49-yard line. And again, as you said, like a handoff, and he gets you 4 yards. Keith Kelsey gets out to make the tackle.
Well, Louisville is a perfect example of how important a tight end can be in an offense, or an H-back, whatever you want to call him. And it's been huge for him in this game. And you see, you go to sleep for a second, and Conrad's wide open and took the safety coming from the other side to make that play on him.
Johnson's completed his last 3 passes. Kentucky second and 6 at its own 49. Midway through the third quarter, Louisville leads 31-28. 2 tight ends stacked to the right. Pistol formation. And off to Williams. And he is hit at midfield and pulled down by DeAsian Richardson. 335-pound junior out of Jacksonville, Florida.
That was just a nice play by Richardson, because he just throws the blocker Conrad to the side to make that play, and he's the one guy, if you can get him blocked, that's a seam, and you get a nice run there.
A lot of Charlie Strong's defensive recruits out of Florida and Georgia still part of this Louisville defense. It's very good. 2 wideouts each way for Kentucky on 3rd and 5 at midfield. They were 3 out of 3 on their opening drive on which they scored. Johnson settles into the shotgun. 3-man rush, 8 in coverage. Johnson throws, complete, first down to the far side. Timmons pulled down over at the 36-yard line. Thomas making the tackle. Had trouble finding Timmons.
Yeah, and going to the sure-handed Timmons, who's in the slot. He just runs about a 12-yard out pattern.
He got 15 to the Louisville 35, 1st and 10. Cats back of the line of scrimmage, ready to go, and they're going Wildcat as Steven Johnson splits out wide to the right, to the left, the near side. Boom Williams going to take that direct snap. No tight ends here, so 3 wideouts to the left, 2 to the right. And Louisville spread out. Now Juice Johnson goes in motion to the right. Boom comes straight ahead and gets tripped up as he comes down across the 35 to the 34. Had a little bit of room, but could not keep his balance. It'll be 2nd down and 9 at the Louisville 34 as we go under 6 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Nice methodical drive for Kentucky. You're eating up time, keeping that high-powered Louisville offense on the bench as long as you can finish it with points.
Yep. Yeah, both teams have had 1 possession. We're down to 5.5 minutes here.
Trips to the right, tight end left, and Steven Johnson in shotgun formation with Boom Williams to his left. 2nd and 9 for Kentucky. Louisville coming off the edge with a blitz. Quick throw out in the right flat. He's got Timmons. Runs into his own man, and then he can't get down the sideline. The blocker got knocked back into him, but dead. And that blew up the play, and D. Smith makes the tackle. It's all about timing, and he gets just 1 yard.
Two of the little guys out there, too.
Third down and 1.
Came up strong.
5 straight completions for Johnson. He needs another one here on 3rd and 8, most likely. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Tight end in the backfield behind the left tackle. Everybody stands up, looks to the sidelines for the play call from Eddie Grant as we go under 5 minutes to play. Kentucky trying to keep the drive going at the Louisville 33. It's 3rd and 8. Handoff. Boom Williams straight ahead. And he gets down across the 30 to the 29-yard line. He just needed to get through one more tackle and he had the first down. But Stacey Thomas again makes the tackle on him. So he got half of it. It's 4th and 4.
Be about a 47, 48-yard field goal. They're going for it.
How about this? 4th and 4 in field goal range, but they're going for it. Trips left, 1 wide out right. For the slant to Baker on the far side, you got man coverage. Johnson drops to throw. Into the near side, he's got Juice Johnson, first down inside the 20. Out of bounds at the Louisville 18-yard line.
Yeah, he's working on backup strong safety D. Smith, and that's a mismatch. A safety on one of your quickest receivers. Juice gets open, and he puts it right on the money.
Eddie Graham's done a nice job of finding the mismatches today, and then Johnson executing it.
And they came that time, and the offensive line gave him just enough time.
Johnson 5 out of 5 on this drive. He has not been sacked today. Trips right. That's the open side of the field. 1st and 10 at the Louisville 18. Johnson looking right. Throwing to the far side. He's got a man out there, and he cannot hang on. Just as the ball arrived into the hands of Timmons, so did 2 Louisville defenders. Williams being one of them, and the other, Kade Pass.
That's one of those as a receiver, you're saying, come on, ball, come on, ball, come on, ball, and the ball gets there at the same time as 2 defenders.
Nicely played there. Benny Snell comes in. Boom Williams goes out. 2nd and 10, Kentucky at the Louisville 18-yard line. 3:41 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Cardinals lead at 31-28. Kentucky's in the red zone. 2 wide outs each way. Steven Johnson going to run the quarterback draw. Slips 1 tackle, and he can't break away from the next one, and he gets to the 16-yard line, and that's all. They had to spread them out and then cross them up with the quarterback draw, play that Kentucky doesn't run often. But Stacey Thomas again making the tackle just short of the 16-yard line. It's 3rd and a long 8.
It's the hardest thing in football to do for a quarterback. If he can hesitate for just a count more before he takes off, those linebackers are going to be out of there thinking pass.
3rd and 8 for Kentucky, just outside the Louisville 16-yard line. 2 wideouts each way. There's 2 guys with their hand on the ground. Louisville's been playing more coverage than blitz, but they bring the house this time. Johnson, he's got time. Throwing for the far side. Man out there. Did he hang on? No. Incomplete. Back right corner of the end zone. He was trying to hit Timmons again. Smith and Williams on the coverage. Johnson dropped it in nicely, and he got hit just as the ball arrived. It was well played by Louisville, so Kentucky will send the field goal unit out. This field goal attempt is brought to you by Whitaker Bank. They have your financial goals in mind. They'll donate $100 to the Kaywood Ledford Scholarship Fund.
2 times. Same play, almost.
35-yard field goal attempt for Austin McGinnis. 13 of 16 on the season. Falls right in the middle of the field to try to tie the score at 31. And he does. And with that kick, he passes Joey Worley to become the number 2 all-time scorer in Kentucky football history. 2:43 to play in the 3rd. Kentucky 31. Louisville 31 on the UK Sports Network.
This football season, State Farm is going to do something it's never done on radio before.
Yeah, what's that?
Save more people money by helping combine their home and auto.
State Farm can do that on radio? That means I can do anything on radio, like replace Aaron Rodgers' cannon-like arm with a real cannon. Watch this!
Uh-oh.
Whoa, Rodgers fires a bomb!
Wow, all I'm saying is State Farm can save you time and money by helping combine your home and auto policies because they can.
Touchdown! That'll leave a mark.
State Farm, here to help life go right. Call an agent today. Hey, welcome to the Wayne Cat Rental Store.
Do you rent dozers, backhoes, mini excavators, and skid steers?
Yeah, we rent that.
Do you rent pumps, generators, cutoff saws, compactors, and light plants?
Yeah, we rent that.
Rent it right now, by the day, week, or month, at any of the 13 Wayne Cat Rental stores. For the location nearest you, call 1-800-4WHAYNE or go to wayne.com.
I bet you don't rent.
Yeah, we rent that.
Oh.
We have a new player on the field, and he's ready for kickoff with a delicious ice-cold Coca-Cola and the kick. He's probably going to pour it here, and he does. The glass is full. Can he go all the way? He did it! Oh, wow! Whew. Coca-Cola. Taste the feeling.
This is Coach Mark Stoops. Cheering on the Wildcats is thirsty work. So when you need a timeout, grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola. The perfect game day refreshment. Go Cats.
31-31 with 2:43 to play in the third. Kentucky just drove 60 yards in 13 plays. Took a little over 6.5 minutes, and they get an Austin McGinnis field goal to tie the game. So just the kind of drive that you need, Jeff, to keep that Louisville offense on the sidelines. You've got to find a way, though, to turn them over. They have turned it over 27 times this season. Kentucky 26. The only turnover today was a tipped ball that Louisville picked off, and that led to 7 points. That's a big difference right now.
Tom, I would take no more gash plays. I mean, the last drive, Louisville has the big 61-yard run by Lamar Jackson, and, you take away the gash plays, but that is half of Louisville's offense, it seems like today. It seemed like the first 10 plays, they had 5 or 6 plays that were double-digit yardage gains.
Duke and Houston remain the only teams to hold Louisville under 30 points this season. They lead the nation in scoring and total offense, but Kentucky's outgained them so far today, 431 to 413. Cats have run it for 148, passed it for 283. Louisville 177 rushing, 236 passing. Two very well-designed offenses with two very astute play callers matching wits today. Let's go down to Dick Gabriel.
Tom, one of the linesmen down here on the chain gang, said, this game might end up looking like the 92 Kentucky Duke game. Whoever's got the ball last wins it. He may be right.
Could be right indeed. And this is a Kentucky team that came in as a nearly 4-touchdown underdog. Kentucky basketball team in 92, a huge underdog, and they nearly pulled off the miracle. Kentucky trying to do it today. Comes to Samuel, leaps to make a line drive catch at the 1, comes out across the 20, and he's knocked down at the 22-yard line. That was a line drive that was headed over Samuel's head, and he just jumped and snatched the football and then took off upfield. It's out across the 20. I think they'll put it down, looks like, at the 22.
So good hang time on that one, and the defenders were able to get down and make the play, see? And now you're back closer to the 21-yard line now.
5 straight runs on Louisville's opening second-half drive. Got him in the end zone. Pistol formation here. Jackson dropping to throw. All kinds of time. Deep down the far sideline. One-on-one matchup. Intercepted!
There you go.
Mike Edwards intercepts the pass intended for Samuel. Played it perfectly. Second interception in as many weeks for the sophomore from Cincinnati.
Boy, he is such a difference maker on this defense. What a great athlete. He's running stride for stride. He has inside position. The receiver's on the outside, and he just made a perfect play on the ball.
Stay tuned for our Nissan exciting play of the game. Nissan, innovation that excites. That's one of them right there. Normally, if you're Louisville, you'd like a matchup with one of your wideouts on a safety.
No, you're right, but Mikey
not that safety.
Yeah, he is such a great athlete.
So Louisville got 7 off its turnover. Now Kentucky needs to get points off this Louisville turnover, the first one of the day for the Cardinals. Johnson gives it to Snell. Big hole coming up the middle, across the 45, and out close to the first down at midfield. One last man to get him, and Harvey Clemens did.
I don't know if it was you or Dick who said that in the break, but boy, they are a very good tackling football team, Louisville.
Second down, 1, Kentucky at its own 49-yard line as we come down to the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. Game tied at 31. David Richardson checks in. He comes wide to the near side along with Bone. 2 tight ends the other way. Snell the setback behind Steven Johnson. Eddie Snell Jr. takes the handoff, hitting the backfield, spins away, gets to the 47, maybe the 48, and that's all. Richardson got penetration and blew up the play. Kentucky lost yardage there.
Boy, D'Angelo Brown, though, is just such a load in the middle, isn't he? That him right there with the big long hair?
Lost one. 3rd and 2, Kentucky at its own 48.
You're right.
Kentucky on the day is 7 of 13 on 3rd downs. 2 wideouts each way. Snell out of the Wildcat formation. Conrad up behind the left tackle. Snell heading up the middle. Hesitates. Breaks through and gets the first down to the Louisville 48-yard line. Tackle made by Shortridge and Harvey Clemens.
That just hesitation, as you said, Tom, lets those blockers set up. He just skirts off there behind into Louisville territory.
First down, Kentucky at the Louisville 48-yard line. It's Benny Snell Jr. time. Lines back up in the Wildcat. He's carried it the last 3 times. Fresh legs. He had him with 3 carries in the first half. Here comes Richardson in motion left. Snell lets him go by and then heads downfield. Runs through a tackle across the 45. Carrying a tackler inside the 40. Down to the 37. First down, Kentucky. Walker making the stop with 34 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter.
Boy, he just hammers you, doesn't he? Nice run. Good blocking up front. Breaks through 3 tackles.
Actually, they marked this closer to the 36. Call it a gain of 12. So strong. And, as I said, the fresh legs. They didn't use him much in the first half.
Got to have one more play. There's a second difference.
First down, Kentucky outside the Louisville 36. 2 wideouts right, 1 to the left, and 1 to the left. Bone goes in motion to the right. Snell lets him clear. Benny comes straight ahead, and he's tripped up and goes down at the 35-yard line. Got only a yard. Second down and 9. And that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. 15 minutes left here in Louisville in regulation. We're tied at 31. Kentucky, 2nd and 9 at the Louisville 35 when we come back to start the 4th quarter on the UK Sports Network.
Hey, Kentucky Wildcats football fans, when the Cats win, you win with Papa John's Pizza. Get 45% off the regular menu priced items ordered online the day after a Wildcats win. Use promo code CATS45 at papajohns.com. That's right, Papa John's and the Kentucky Wildcats are teaming up to give you this great offer. 45% off regular menu priced items ordered online with promo code CATS45 the day after a Wildcats win. Only at papajohns.com, valid at participating locations.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John.
When you're out recruiting, an email or text doesn't always cut it. Sometimes you have to meet face to face. That's why I choose Central Bank.
At Central Bank, it's easy to stay connected with online and mobile banking. But when you need someone to talk to or a quick decision made, we're right here with the products and personal service to help guide you toward your financial goals.
Think local, grow local, bank local. Put Central Bank's local advantage to work for you.
Member FDIC.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local Union 369 is a proud sponsor of UK Athletics. IBEW Local 369 has been in business for over 100 years. We represent workers in all aspects of the electrical industry. We turn on your lights and power your workplace, providing services essential to everyday life. We support our local communities, providing local jobs for local workers. Our Helmets to Hard Hats program provides jobs for our returning servicemen and women. Visit us today to jumpstart your future at IBEWLocal369.com.
Kentucky starts the 4th quarter at the Louisville 35-yard line, facing a 2nd down and 9, trying to take advantage of a Mike Edwards interception. The game's tied at 31. Stats through 3 quarters. Kentucky has racked up 456 yards. Louisville 413. On the ground, Louisville 177, Kentucky 173. Passing, Kentucky 283, Louisville 236.
Tom, you've got to get 7s, not 3s. That's what beat them in Tennessee. You've got to finish.
Kentucky had a nice drive the last time it had the football, but the drive stalled at the 16. And they got 3, but as you said, you want 7 with this Louisville offense that you're facing.
Tom, I think all the coaches would ask of this team, just get us a chance in the fourth quarter. Well, you're dead even with 15 minutes to play, and you're knocking on the door at the 36-yard line.
Benny Snell, 9 carries for 49. Boone Williams leads Kentucky 12 for 65. Stephen Johnson's had a nice day's run for 52. 13 of 22 through the air with 269 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. He's traded blows with likely Heisman Trophy winner Lamar Jackson. Louisville fans trying to rally their team. There's a bunch of folks in blue standing on their feet on the far side, down to our left, ready to celebrate if the Cats can close out this drive and this game.
The mantra this whole season has been finish. This is the time to do it.
The last time Kentucky beat Louisville was here in 2010, which is also the last time Kentucky ran for over 200 yards against the Cardinals. They're 27 away from that number right now. Clemson's the only team to run for over 200 yards against this Louisville defense this season.
Wildcat.
The big beefy guys head back out there. Ramsey Myers settling in at right guard inside of Asafo Ajay. Got Stenberg and Young to the left of Toth. Snell out of the Wildcat off the left hash mark. 2 tight ends to his right. Bone goes in motion left. Snell coming right, following Stenberg. He's hitting the backfield and goes down at the line of scrimmage. He was trying to get Stenberg to lead the way, but while he was waiting, Richardson slid down and made the tackle. Somebody lost their helmet for Louisville.
It's Kelsey, 55.
So no gain, and it'll be 3rd down and 9. Snell has run it on the last 6 plays. One would think Kentucky would go to the air here. Stephen Johnson out of the pistol formation has Snell behind him. 2 wideouts each way. Do they look for Timmons again? He's been big on 3rd down. Louisville players look confused about the call. Now Kentucky looks to the sidelines to get the play call, gives Louisville extra time. Louisville players still scrambling around.
Snap it. Let's go.
15 on the play clock. Snell shifts over to the left side of Johnson. Stephen Johnson drops to throw. Pump fake left. Throwing deep down the near sideline. Baker's out there. Did he hang on?
He caught it.
Touchdown! Kentucky! Right in the bread basket of Dorian Baker!
Tom, does that remind you of Stevie Johnson against Louisville? That same type of a catch?
35-yard touchdown pass. Dorian Baker, a highlight Baker right there.
Right into the breadbasket, as you said. Defender jumped, and the ball came under his arms into the belly of Dorian Baker.
His first touchdown catch of the season. For Stephen Johnson, what a day. 3 touchdown passes. A career best for him here at Kentucky. And 5 in a game out in junior college last season. McGinnis to try to make it a 7-point lead. He does. 14-19 to play. The Cats lead the Cards 38-31 here on the UK Sports Network.
Every year, Kroger Community Rewards helps local nonprofits earn donations, and it's money that stays right here in the local area. Now that donation is increasing to $3.6 million, and you can help decide where that money goes. Just sign up at Kroger.com/community rewards, and every time you shop with your Plus card, you'll be earning money for the local nonprofit organization you've chosen. Please join Kroger Community Rewards, because together, there's nothing we can't do.
Baptist Health Lexington proudly offers CyberKnife, a revolutionary non-surgical prostate cancer treatment that can be administered in as few as 5 short sessions. Treatment that won't interfere with going on a date with your wife, meeting your grandkids at the park, even returning to work the same day as your treatment. CyberKnife at Baptist Health Lexington. Cancer care that's centered on you. Ask your doctor if CyberKnife is right for you. Learn more at BaptistHealth.com.
For 30 years, Hitachi Automotive Systems has developed cutting-edge products and solutions that support the automotive industry around the globe from right here in the Bluegrass. Our hardworking and dedicated employees are the foundation of our success. Are you looking for a new career? As Hitachi continues to grow and expand, we are recruiting engineers and other professionals for our locations in Harrodsburg and Berea. To find out more, visit us online at hitachi-automotive.us. Hitachi, inspire the next.
Back at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium, Dick Gabriel Field site, 38-31. Wildcats lead the Cardinals. And guys, the assistant coaches did everything in their power to keep the Wildcats on the sideline after that touchdown. It looked like half the players wanted to storm the field to celebrate, which of course would have brought a 15-yard penalty. Also, you guys have been talking about how loud the music is here. Well, the fans in the front row here have been stoked by some liquid courage. Keep trying to engage the Kentucky players, screaming and yelling, but because of this music, the person sitting next to them can't be heard, so the Wildcat players are just pointing and laughing at them. They're having a good time down here right now.
How about this stat, guys? Since Louisville went ahead on Smith's 3-yard touchdown run with 9:19 to play in the third to make it 31-28, Louisville has run one play, the Mike Edwards interception that Kentucky just turned into 7 points. Kentucky 6 of 8 on third downs in this half, and on one of the 2 misses, they converted on fourth. So effectively 7 out of 8. That's strong. Steven Johnson now 14 of 23 for 304, his second 300-yard passing game this season. So McGinnis to kick it. Dawkins near side, Samuel far side. Ohio State has scored late in the third. It's still 17-14, Michigan in front. Very high kick, but it's short. Fielding it at the 11 on the run ahead is Samuels. He's across the 25. Trying to get outside, and he does to the near side at the 30 using the stiff arm, and he's forced out of bounds up at the 41-yard line. Well, Austin McGinnis not bringing his A game today on the kickoffs.
I'll tell you, Tom, it is a methodical march for Kentucky for yards, and Louisville lives by just the big play. You know, there's another one in the kick game.
Louisville has run 6 plays in this half. Wow. He got the opening drive and went 75 yards to score. Jackson hit in the backfield and thrown down at the line of scrimmage. Middleton got penetration. Makes the hit along with Bell and Allen.
They're going to give him a loss. Nice. Back to the 40.
Back to the 40.
Nicely done.
2nd and 11. It's 8 tackles for loss today for this Kentucky defense. Also 3 sacks. Pistol formation for Louisville. 2 tight ends on the left, 2 wideouts to the right as Jackson drops to throw. Dumps it off near side. He's got Hicatini, and he carries the tackler down to the Kentucky 47-yard line. Chris Westry making the stop.
Boy, he is just killing the Cats, Hicatini.
Actually call it the 47 of Kentucky. 13-yard gain. For Hicatini, that's his 5th catch of the day. Jackson, a keeper near side, tried to turn the corner. Can't, but he gets down to the 42-yard line before he heads out of bounds. Got 5. 2nd down and 5. Minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Kentucky has gone in front 38-31.
I know you've said this a million times, but he's just so fast. He can make the corner.
Pistol formation. 2 tight ends on the left side, 2 wideouts to the right. The tight end up on the line of scrimmage, Cobridge, has only 1 catch all year, so it's Hicatini that does the damage. Tell him an H-back. He's showing blitz off the edge. His hand off to Radcliffe. Straight ahead. Nice cutback. He's across the 40, 30. Cuts right at the 20. Upended at the 16-yard line. He exploded through the hole. Blake McLean makes the tackle. 26-yard gain to the Kentucky 16.
Another gash play in there, right back to the line of scrimmage.
26 yards. And good. Kentucky got the turnover on the previous drive. It's 1-1 today in turnovers. Louisville back in the red zone at the Kentucky 16. Jackson drops to throw. Has time over the middle. Intercepted on a deflection. McLean picked it off the goal line. He's heading back upfield and goes out of bounds at the Kentucky 8-yard line. It skipped off the hands of Hicatini at the 5, and right there to make the catch on the deflection, Blake McLean.
Boy, sometimes his arm is his worst enemy, because he absolutely threw a seed this time, and it goes right through the hands of the tight end. And Blake McLean, Johnny on the spot.
Timeout on the field. 12:41 to play. Kentucky with the ball and a 38-31 lead at Louisville when we come back on the UK Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Ellie Clifford, And I'm thankful that my mom always makes us buckle up. It saved our lives. 3 years ago, me, my mom, my sister, and my friend were heading to church on a rainy day. Going around a curve, a car coming the other way hit us, and we went off the road and flipped over. It was scary. But thanks to our seatbelts, all we got were a few bruises and scrapes. So give yourselves a chance to be thankful and wear your seatbelts.
Nobody uses better ingredients than Little Caesars. Like dough made fresh from scratch every day in every store. And our world-famous pizza sauce, made with fresh-packed California crushed tomatoes, not tomato paste. Our cheese is a special blend of mozzarella and Munster cheeses, which are always fresh and never frozen. Taste the difference tonight with our large, premium, hot and ready deep dish pepperoni pizza for just $8. Only at Little Caesars.
Pizza. Take on any galaxy and take on the mission to enter Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Nissan's Ultimate Access Sweepstakes. You can win a VIP trip for 2 to see the opening showing at El Capitan Theater in Hollywood. Enter at nissanusa.com/Star Wars Rogue One and visit your local Nissan dealer to see the new 2017 Rogue. Nissan, innovation that excites. No purchase necessary. Ends 11/27/16. Open to residents of the USDC 18 and older. For full details, including odds of winning and limitations on entry and prize, see official rules at nissanusa.com/Star Wars Rogue One.
Kentucky 38, Louisville 31. The Wildcats just thwarted a Louisville scoring drive by picking off a pass in the red zone. Skipped off the hands of Hicatini at the 5, and Blake McLean there to grab his 3rd interception of the season. And for the Kentucky defense, that is their 4th interception in the last 2 weeks, 12 on the year. And Kentucky has now been able to take the ball away, I think it's 10 times in the last 3 games. 10 of the 19 total takeaways coming in the last 3 games for Kentucky.
Well, Tom, this is the drive of the year for these Wildcats. If they can get points here off this turnover, you're really putting a lot of pressure on Louisville. You got 92 yards to make up.
Time of possession in this half, 13:50 for Kentucky, 3:05 for Louisville, and 2 of the 3 Louisville drives ending with interceptions. JoJo Kemp, the deep back. Some fresh legs on the field, and the pistol behind Steven Johnson.
And Kemp is hit just as the handoff came. That was Richardson who came through, and just as the ball went into the belly of Kemp, here came Richardson. Wow, did the big fella make a move to get by the offensive lineman at 335 pounds. That's some agility, a loss of 5.
He just exploded out of his stance. Wow.
2nd and 15. Kentucky backed up to its own 3-yard line.
Here comes the crowd.
Trips to the left. Kemp will go from the Wildcat. 2 tight ends to his left. Kemp 2 yards deep in the end zone. Takes the football, explodes upfield, tries to bounce it outside. He does at the 5. He's across the 10, 15, and close to the first down. They're going to say he's out at the 17-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 1. Josh Harvey Clemens making the hit.
Boy, there's nothing inside. He bounces it outside in a huge run for JoJo.
George Asafo Ajay got the seal on this side at right tackle.
Good block.
Patched up out there with Fields. 3rd and 1, Kentucky. Huge play here from its own 17-yard line. And we got a Kentucky player down over on the far side, cramping, Blake Bone.
It's right in front of Dick, and he's holding his knee.
11:41 on the clock, 38-31, Kentucky with the lead.
Jim Adelando stretching that lower leg out, cramping, Blake Bone, and again, just sort of crumpled to the ground. That's what they're taught to do. Give the rest of the team a chance, Tom, to come over and talk to the coach a little extra timeout.
Timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. 38-31, Kentucky leads here in the 4th quarter on the UK Sports Network.
Hi, Wildcat fans. It's Tom Leach here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Lexington or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of the Kentucky Wildcats.
By the numbers,
Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
With Whitaker Bank's new home equity loan, I only had to pay 1% of my balance back monthly.
Whitaker Bank lets qualified applicants borrow up to 90% of your home's value.
I had zero closing costs with the help of Whitaker Bank and the power of the equity in my home.
Call 1-800-650-0099 for additional details. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Huddle up. It's tailgate season, people, and we bring our A-gate to every tailgate. Parking spots that defy the laws of physics. Coolers strategically packed with precision and daring. And Zaxby's packs filled with delicious Zaxby's chicken and all the fixins.
All the fixins.
So let's go kick some tailgate tail.
Yeah! Introducing the new Zaxby's Pack, served with chicken fingers, delicious sides, Texas toast, and tea. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
Back at Cardinal Stadium in Louisville, where Kentucky leads 38-31 with 11:41 to play, looking at 3rd and 1 from its own 17. Be sure to catch the Mark Stoops weekly TV show on the UK Sports Network. Check your local listings for affiliate information and the airtime in your area. Jeff Piecoro's the host, and Dick Gabriel is the producer. Gabe, what's on the show tomorrow?
Well, a lot of highlights, of course, from this one. We'll try to cram them all in. But also, Jeff and the coach talked about the change in the offense for the Wildcats. The fact that they started the season as a throwing team, now they're a good running team. And also, we'll hear from the two running backs, two of the best in Benny Snell and Boone Williams.
Kentucky came in an underdog by almost 4 touchdowns, and they lead by 7 with 11:41 to play. Huge play here, Jeff. Just you want to keep the ball as long as you can and get as far away from your own end zone before you have to punt if you do have to kick it away.
No, and I think you go back to Wildcat here, and that's one of the things that Coach Stoops and I talk about in the show too is, you know, Tom, when this season started, Barker was a quarterback, totally different offense, and you've had to change the middle of the season to this great running game that you got.
Baker and Badet are wide to the left. The Johnsons, Juice and Steven, come to the near side. And they'll run the Wildcat with JoJo Kemp. He just ran it for 14 yards on 2nd and 15, and now he needs at least one more to keep the drive alive. Conrad in the backfield behind the left guard as his fullback. 5 across the front for Louisville. Kemp straight ahead. Looks like he's got the first down as he stretches out across the 18-yard line. That's where they needed to get to, and it looks like they will spot it between the 18 and the 19. Chris Williams making the tackle. First down, Kentucky.
Nice run. Just enough of a seam there for him to squeeze through.
So the clock keeps rolling. Yep. Kentucky now 502 total yards on the day. The most Louisville's given up all season was 507 to Clemson.
You got to throw it here.
Steven Johnson out of the pistol. Johnson leaves it with Kemp straight ahead. There's nothing there.
You got to throw it.
He got to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Back down to the sidelines, Dick Gabriel.
Blake Bone was cramping at his hamstring, Tom, not the lower leg, so it may take him a little while longer, but he should be back.
When you look out there, Tom, and you got Badet and Alexander, and then 10 other guys are on the line of scrimmage. That's it.
So they're not going to throw it here because they're still in the Wildcats. 2 wideouts left. One to the right for JoJo Kemp. 2nd and 10 at his own 19-yard line. Conrad, or Hart, actually, the tight end. Outside the right tackle. Baker goes in motion left. They fake it to him. Kemp heading off to the left, and he gets out to the 22-yard line. So he got 3. And it'll be 3rd down and 7 now. Williams on the tackle, along with Stacey Thomas. Louisville gets an extra defensive back in the game. Hart goes out, extra receiver out. Kentucky 10 of 16 on 3rd downs, 6 out of 8 in this half. So we go under 10 minutes to play. The Cats lead at 38-31. Johnson into the shotgun. He's got trips to his right, 1 wide out left. So they got man coverage up on the top side to Johnson's left. Safety's cheating back toward the near side. Johnson looking into the middle. He throws incomplete.
Tough pass.
Did not have a good angle to get it to Juice Johnson. Williams on the coverage, and he was between them, and Steven just threw it over Johnson's head and incomplete.
That's, again, a China route. What a China route is the receiver takes about 5 yards, and he takes 2 or 3 steps inside, and then he cuts right out to the sideline.
9:41 to play. Kentucky 38, Louisville 31. Grant McInnes checks into punt for the first time in this half. Snap. Poor punt. Low end over end kick, fielded by one of the upbacks. He's retreating. He goes down at the 45-yard line. It was Samuel, the upback, and he retreated, and then as he tried to plant and go back upfield, he slipped and was down at the Louisville 45-yard line. So,
32
punt of about 30 yards, and then he lost 3 on the return.
You've got to get better in your punting game.
The backup's injured, and they are struggling clearly with Grant, and you know he's better than this. It's got to be a mental thing at this point, like a golfer with his drive.
You said in practice he kicks it just fine.
He hits booming shots in practice, and he does when they need him to pooch punt.
Yeah. So they should tell him, pooch punt it.
Yes. Let's take a 10-second break for station identification. This is the UK Sports Network.
The home of your Kentucky Wildcats. News Radio 630 WLAP AM Lexington and 98.1 The Bull WBUL-FM Lexington.
Lamar Jackson and that Louisville offense about to take over, coming right to left at their own 45-yard line, but Kentucky leads 38-31 with 9.5 to play in the game here in Louisville. We'll send it back to the studio in Lexington for Central Bank SEC scoreboard update and Brian Milam.
Thank you very much, Tom. A huge turn of events in the Georgia Tech-Georgia matchup. Georgia, the Bulldogs, dominate the third quarter, lead 27-13 and all is well, but Georgia Tech has just taken the lead after an interception and punched it in from the 3-yard line. It is 28-27 Ramblin' Wreck with 30 seconds to go in the game. Let's go back to Louisville and Papa John's Cardinal Stadium.
Louisville's only run 11 plays in this half. 2 of them have ended with interceptions. One by Edwards, one by McLean.
I was just going to say, this defense should be very well rested here in the second half, that's for sure.
They've done a nice job today. They have 3 sacks, 7 tackles for loss, 2 interceptions. You're not going to shut down Louisville. You're not going to hold them down in terms of yards. Houston, I think that was... with the 11 sacks, certainly enabled Houston to do what nobody else had been able to do, hold Louisville to 10 points last week, but that certainly was an outlier on their season. But today, Kentucky's outgained the Cardinals to this point, 5:05 to 4:56.
And a chance here with a lead to do some stuff defensively that they haven't done all game to try to thwart the Cardinals, and that has put pressure against Lamar Jackson.
Louisville moving toward the open end of the stadium, toward their practice facility down to our left. Jackson sends 3 receivers right, 1 left. His running back now shifts out of the pistol to the right of Jackson. It's a 4-man front for Kentucky. Cats go with a nickel package. Cats come with a blitz. Here's Jackson across the 50. Look out. He's out in space at the 40. Across the 30. Pulled down from behind at the 21-yard line. It's that read option. And he pulled it out of the belly of Radcliffe and goes sprinting downfield. J.D. Harmon finally runs him down at the Kentucky 22-yard line. 33-yard gain.
You know what they're going to do. You just can't stop it.
Trips right, 1 wide out left. This time it's Jackson again. And he gets to the 20 before Kentucky bottles him up. 2nd and 8 coming now at the Kentucky 20-yard line. Middleton leading the defensive charge. Jackson now 18 carries for 154 yards on the day. His 13th time to go over 100 yards rushing in his career. Out of the pistol. 2 tight ends left, 2 wideouts right this time. Bell, Middleton, Niggins across the front. Jackson looks left. Swing pass. He's got Radcliffe across the 15, across the 10, down to the 6, maybe the 7-yard line. They're going to mark it. 1st and goal to go.
Just a little banana route out of the backfield, a swing route by your running back, if you will.
Edwards and Jones combine on the stop. 1st and goal to go for Louisville. 8.5 minutes to play. Kentucky leads 38-31, and just as the cards were ready to go, the referee comes in waving his arms.
Yeah, they don't throw a lot to the backs either, Tom. It's very interesting.
And after 2 picks, they just went with a nice safe pass there. Maybe an issue with the clock, I don't know.
With the clock, I think. They're all looking up at it. And that's the timekeeper on the sideline and the white shirt that they're talking to.
And Kentucky forced another red zone turnover. They did on Louisville's last drive. Blake McLean getting a pick on a deflection at the goal line.
Or just hold them to a field goal attempt.
That would be big as well. Kentucky leads by 7 with 8:25 to play. Louisville, the 2 tight ends on the right. Now, Tobridge and Hicatini jog to the left side. 2 wideouts right. Handoff Radcliffe running left. Trying to stretch it out. He gets to the 1. Jones throws him out of bounds. Louisville able to capture the edge. And Radcliffe got down to the 1-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal to go from there.
They shift the 2 tight ends, and then they pull a lineman, too, to seal that edge.
Back of the line of scrimmage. Off the left hash mark. 2nd and goal. Pistol formation. Lamar Jackson on a keeper. Hitting the backfield, but he's able to dive and stretch it. Did he get in? No signal.
They're saying he's
going to
down
say
at
no.
2.
I think it was Edwards that got the penetration and upended him. And Jackson tried to stretch the ball out. They may look at this again. That was close. The official, though, had a good look at it from the side to see the knee.
I don't see what they were looking at here. Touchdown.
We're calling it a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 2nd rushing touchdown of the day.
Number 8, Lamar Jackson.
21 on the season. 7:44 to play. He has put Louisville in a position to tie the game at 38. Creaky looking for Louisville's 38th point. Chip shot. Splits the uprights. 7:44 to play. Louisville 38. Kentucky 38. What a game.
Will one of these go Kentucky's way is the question.
Went down to the wire here 2 years ago. Louisville pulled out a 44-40 win.
Overtime. Seen that.
Kentucky is actually 6-5 in games played here in Louisville. The last win in the series came here in 2010.
Well, remember that one game, I think it was it Ragone, the quarterback, when they just beat him merciless in that game?
That was the last time Kentucky beat a ranked team on the road, which they're trying to do here today. 2002.
Well, again, the big play from the feet of Jackson. Again and again. I mean, it's happened all year long. You know what's coming. Florida State couldn't stop it. Clemson couldn't stop it. Kentucky can't stop it.
Houston's been the only one that did.
Yeah, the only one.
Let's go back to the studio. Brian Milam.
Georgia Tech has just completed the comeback, 28-27. The Ramblin' Wreck of Georgia Tech defeat the Georgia Bulldogs. Only the 3rd time the Yellow Jackets have defeated Georgia since the turn of the new millennium. And Ohio State, trailing 17-14, has it inside the Michigan red zone. Let's go back to Louisville.
Creaky tees it up at the 35. He'll kick it left to right. Saheem King at the goal line. Or kick it right to left, excuse me. There it is. High, long, King at the goal line. Heads up the left hash mark at the 10. Cuts right. 15. Trying to get outside to the 20. Up the near sideline. 25 and out to the 26-yard line. And that's where Kentucky will start a drive that it hopes will end with the Wildcats in the lead.
First down, again, the biggest key for Kentucky. You've got to stay ahead of the chains against this defense.
Kentucky scored on its first 3 drives of the second half. Had to punt the last time. They've marked it at the 25-yard line. Steven Johnston through the air today. 14 of 24, 304, and 3 touchdowns. He'll go from the pistol. Boom Williams behind him. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Conrad, the tight end, lined up in the backfield as a fullback. Play fake. Johnson hit as he throws, and it bounces incomplete. Intended receiver was Johnson on a crossing route, but the ball never got close to him because Steven Johnson got hit as he was releasing that football.
Louisville does what I thought Kentucky would do on that last drive. They brought the house. They brought 6 that time and got to him.
Dante Fields. This time one of the few times we've called his name today. His 8 quarterback hurries. He got a 9th one there. 2nd and 10, Kentucky. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Cats at their own 25. Game tied at 38. Steven Johnson looking left. Throwing on the slant. Incomplete. Intended for Badette.
Yes, sir. Late hit on the quarterback.
Flag down. Alexander broke it up.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Number 97 on the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty. First down.
Break for the Cats. That's D'Angelo Brown. Penalties have been a big issue for Louisville this season.
Nick Haynes is down.
Boy, Jair Alexander played that well. He got there just as the ball did and blew up Badette, broke it up. That
great
big-time
play. Yeah, big play in the secondary.
But a late hit on the quarterback gives Kentucky a first down out at the 40 with 7:26 to play. Game tied at 38 as they continue to work on the injured Kentucky player.
Yeah, again, the ball is thrown, and he took a full step and hit him right on the hip.
Steven Johnson's a tough kid. He took
is.
some big hits at Tennessee 2 weeks ago, and that caused him to be doubtful for the Austin Peay game. Didn't start it, came in and in a relief role and led Kentucky back. Nick Haynes, who's up and walking to the far side with some help.
Yeah, it looked like he may have got rolled up on a little bit, twisted his leg underneath him. Just got to walk those big fellas, man. They don't like people down around their legs. He's walking that one off, thankfully. So now you got a little breathing room, Tom, up to the 40-yard line.
First and 10, Kentucky at its own 40. Pistol formation. Williams the deep back behind Steven Johnson. Baker to the near side. Walker and Badette wide to the far side. Conrad lined up in the backfield as a fullback. Johnson leaves it with Williams. Straight ahead. And he pushes his way out to maybe the 42-yard line. Stacey Thomas makes the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Coming up for Kentucky. Actually, 2nd down and 9 as they'll put this down at the 41-yard line. Go under 7 minutes to play. Cats at the line of scrimmage are ready to go. Johnson with Williams to his right. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Johnson with a play fake, slides right, steps up in the pocket, breaks the tackle, got room near side across the 50, cuts back at the 45, upended, but dives to the Louisville 43-yard line. D. Smith making the tackle. That was all individual effort by the Kentucky quarterback.
Great play by Steven there. Escape ability. You've got to have it if you're a quarterback. And again, guy gets free. That's Brown in the backfield, and he's got to get out of there.
Johnson made a miss. He picks up 16 on the scramble to the Louisville 43. So go under 6.5 minutes to play. 38-38 the score. Kentucky is going Wildcat. Boom Williams to take the snap. Kentucky moving left to right. He calls for Charles Walker to go in motion left. Boom hitting the backfield. Breaks away, trying to get outside, and he cannot pull away from Kelsey, who tackles him at the 46-yard line for a loss of 3.
You don't have anybody to block that guy on the end of the line, and he comes free into the backfield and blows up the play. No one
It's
to
like
block.
another Kentucky player down. Is it Boom? I see an 8. Yeah, it's Boom Williams.
It was Chucky Williams that came in from a strong safety spot, and when they jump into Wildcat, he's coming up to the end of the line outside of the defensive end, so he's unaccounted for. He's the one that came flying into the backfield and dove at Boom's feet.
Boom has 14 carries for 63 yards on the day, and he was injured in this game last year. 6:03 on the clock. Game tied at 38. Kentucky at the Louisville 46, looking at 2nd and 13. The fans on the near side and the folks in the bowl down to the right are covered in shadows, but the whole field and the far side crowd still basking in the warmth of the sunshine on this 45-degree day in Louisville. They've been treated to a whale of a football game. Louisville drove down and scored on the opening drive. Kentucky answered with a 75-yard touchdown pass. Louisville went up 24-14 late in the first half. Kentucky answered with another long touchdown pass, both of them to Juice Johnson. They were down 24-21 at the half, came out, went ahead. And then they've traded shots with Louisville here in the second half. Boom is going to the far side with help, but he is putting pressure on both legs.
Look here, Tom, you've got to get a first down here to even think of a field goal if you're short.
Yeah, because 54 is where McGinnis is hit from, so like that would be the 37-yard line.
The wind's kind of blowing right to left, and
there's
they're going into
what little breeze there is coming into the face of Kentucky right now. 2nd and 13. Pistol formation. Benny Snell in behind Steven Johnson now. 2 wideouts and a tight end to the right. Badette wide the other way. The coverage is soft out on the corners, so no chance to hit it deep here. They hand it off to Snell straight ahead. There's nothing there. He gets to the 45. The ball came out. Does Louisville have it? It looks like they do. Yes! Benny Snell Jr. fumbled it away. Chris Williams comes up with it. Kentucky's 2nd turnover of the day. And that's the first fumble since Snell fumbled down in Tennessee down in the red zone 2 weeks ago.
He might be down. You're going to have to look at this one. It's going to be very close.
He's trying to push the pile. He's in a big crowd of people.
Yeah, I don't know. That big fella just snatched it out of there.
Louisville's trying to hurry up and get the ball snapped. They should stop the play here. Just go ahead and review this. Louisville at its own 45. The referee backs out, so it looks like we're good to go. Louisville from its own 45 with 5:42 to play. Game tied at 38. Jackson on a keeper near side. Allen hits him. Jackson carries him down to the Kentucky 48-yard line.
He's not Tim Tebow's size, but boy, Tom, you just can't bring him down.
Got that good lean. You rarely get him going backwards unless you sack him.
He's the quarterback, not the tailback.
2nd and 3 at the 48 of Kentucky. Pistol formation. Jackson another keeper, and he's tackled coming across the 45 by Jordan Jones. That's one of those one-on-ones in space that Mark Stoops says you got to make, and they made one there, but still a first down to the Kentucky 44. Man, he puts that ball in the belly for so long, and eventually the defense gets sucked into the running back, and then he quickly pulls it out. And if he breaks one tackle, he's gone, but he couldn't break away from Jordan Jones there. Louisville at the Kentucky 44, 1st and 10. Under 5 minutes to play. The game's tied at 38. Jackson gives it to Radcliffe straight ahead. And he runs into McWilson. And Bell, he gets to the 40. 2nd down and 6. So each team has turned it over twice. 2 interceptions by Louisville, an interception and a fumble by Kentucky. Each team has gotten 7 points off the turnovers it got. Jackson dropping to pass. Looking left.
Look at the time.
All kinds of time. Now he pulls it down, runs straight ahead. Gets to the 35, to the 34, maybe the 33, and a first down. He wanted to dump it off to the back, I think, and Kentucky defended that well, and then he just looked. Bell finally made the tackle on him. He got all the way down to the 33, and that's good for a first down.
Yeah, but look at what Louisville's doing now. All of a sudden, that high, quick offense has become molasses. Sucking the clock down. Waiting to snap it inside of 5 seconds.
They've only thrown 4 passes in this half, and 2 of those have been intercepted. 4:19 on the clock, 38 all the score. Kentucky had it at the Louisville 46. On the 2nd 13, Benny Snell fumbled. Louisville recovered. The Cards have moved it to the Kentucky 33, where they have a 1st and 10. Down to the sidelines and Dick Gabriel.
Player down on the field right now. They've checked Nick Haynes, and he's okay. He took a shot to the right knee. They peeled the brace off his knee and checked it out. He's up jogging on the sidelines. Boone Williams is in a lot of pain. They looked for a long time at his knee. Then they decided that it was just the ankle, but he's in a lot of pain, so I don't know if he'll be back, Tom.
Bell is up and headed off to the far side of the field. Ohio State down in the red zone at home against Michigan, trying to go ahead. It's 4th and goal for the Buckeyes. They trail 17-14. Here it's tied at 38 with 4:19 to play. Quick and Dawkins sprint out to the right for Louisville. 2 tight ends also that way. Jackson out of the pistol. Now the tight ends are shifting to the left side. 5 across the front for Kentucky. Jackson gives it to Radcliffe. Big hole coming near side across the 30, across the 20 and out of bounds. 13-yard gain stops the clock with 3:59 to play.
13 yards.
They're in field goal range now at the Kentucky 20. 2 tight ends left, 2 wideouts right. Jackson in the pistol, and just as the snap came back to him, the whistles blow. Louisville backing up.
Illegal snap on the offense, number 61. 5-yard penalty. First down.
1st and 15 back out at the Kentucky 25-yard line. Ohio State missed the field goal, so they still trail 17-14. At the 25 of Kentucky, Louisville, 1st and 15. Jackson out of the pistol. Tight end stacked on the near side. Picatinny's the one lined up as the wingback. 2 wideouts the other way. Jackson coming left on the keeper, hit in the backfield by Jones and thrown for a loss. The 27-yard line. Looked like a straight option look, but there were nobody to pitch it to.
Yeah, I think that was just a quarterback sweep.
Loss of 3 back to the 28, 2nd and 18. 3:12 and the clock rolls. 38-38 the score. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 wideout to the left for Louisville. Jackson sets deep, rolls out to his right, throws, pass caught by Picatinny. He's at the 22, and that's all. Not get back to the original line of scrimmage. McLean and McWilson. Jones on the stop. George Jones been all over the field today.
Amazing, isn't it?
6-yard gain leaves them 3rd and 12. Jackson now 15 of 22 on the day. 267 yards. Spread it out here. Trips left, 2 wideouts right. Jackson alone in the backfield. 2.5 minutes to play. 3rd and 12 at the Kentucky 22 and a 38 all tie. Jackson drops. Quick throw into the middle. Catch made at the 15. Slips the tackle. Makes the first down to the 9-yard line. It's Picatinny.
Killing him.
He's the go-to guy. 1st and goal at the 9, and now for Kentucky, you got to start thinking about your timeouts.
Yep.
And good for another.
1st and goal to go. Clock starts rolling at 2:06. Jackson in the pistol. Jackson turns. Comes on a keeper. In trouble. And dives to the ball. Get out! It's loose! Scramble for it at the 10-yard line. Jackson dancing around trying to get yards. And the ball was knocked loose. They're unpiling the players. Big Blue Nation holds its breath. Tie score. Could Kentucky get a turnover? Yes! Kentucky's got the football!
Wow. Oh, my God.
Louisville's 3rd turnover of the day, and its 21st lost fumble, worst in the U.S. Wow. Well, if they're looking to see if he's down, which I assume they are, he was clearly not down.
Well, what he did is he turned to come back.
And he stuck the ball out.
And the ball pops out.
To keep his balance, he put his hand down with the ball in it, and that jar, when it hit the ground, that jarred it loose.
Come on, boys, let's go.
So Kentucky takes over at its own 11-yard line with 1:45 to play, and a game tied at 38.
Wow.
What a game.
This has been a fun game today.
So Kentucky has 3 takeaways in this half.
We're down here debating, guys. Is this the best game ever in the history of this series?
Rolling on the field is confirmed. First down.
This got a little better, didn't it?
Didn't see who recovered the fumble.
I believe it was
Kentucky.
Jordan Jones.
Why not? He's been all over the place today. So there's the fight song, On UK, from the Kentucky Pep Band. The Wildcats, 89 yards away from pay dirt. A lot less to get into field goal range for Austin McGinnis. Again, going to take a little more than normal because there's a little bit of a right-to-left breeze that you'd be kicking into. 1:45 to play. Kentucky has all 3 timeouts. Steven Johnson, 14 of 25 for 304 today. He starts from his own 11-yard line.
Got to go.
Trips right, 1 wide out left. Louisville playing soft coverage. It's a handoff. Kemp coming near side, lots of room. Out across the 20. Short of the first down, though. Needed 1 more yard to get the clock stopped. But gets Kentucky a little space. 2nd down and 1 out at the 20. Go under a minute and a half to play. Cats back at the line of scrimmage and ready to go. Trips left, 1 wide out right. Johnson drops the throw on 2nd and 1. Steps up in the pocket. Deep down the middle. He's got it!
Jeff Badette.
Jeff Badette out at the 49-yard line.
That stops the clock.
29-yard gain.
Best game for Johnson of the year. Come on, Steven.
1:17 and the clock rolls. Trips right, 1 wide out left. Steven Johnson on a keeper, far side, across the 50, 45, 40, first down, out of bounds at the Louisville 36-yard line. 13-yard gain.
And a great job by Jeff Badette to run the cornerback and keep going hard like it's a pass. So he turns and runs, and Steven Johnson's following him down the field.
Correction, 15-yard gain, 1:05 to play at the 36 of Louisville. 1st and 10, Kentucky. Timmons out, Conrad comes in. Kemp, the setback behind Steven Johnson in the pistol. Kentucky right on the fringe of field goal range right now. After recovering a Louisville fumble at their own 11, they moved it to the Cards' 36. Handoff Kemp, heading off to the left, across the 35 to the 34-yard line. He picks up 2, 2nd down and 8.
Why is
54 seconds.
Why is Louisville not using their timeouts, Tom?
38 all, I do not know. They've got 3, Kentucky's got 3. 44 seconds, the clock continues to roll. 2 wideouts each way. I'd like a little more, I'd like to think a little closer before you put it in Austin's hands. It's within his range, but kicking into a little bit of a breeze. 2 wideouts each way. Johnson out of the gun. Johnson to throw. Far side, catch made, but it's short of the first down. To the 29 of Louisville, it's Timmons making the catch. Timeout, Kentucky.
Boy, he went up high and got that to Timmons.
3rd and 3, 22 seconds to play.
I do the same thing. All stop. That's when all the receivers just run 5 yards and turn around. He picks the guy that the defender is playing off of. You throw it to him. Kentucky still has 2 timeouts left.
A nearly 4 touchdown underdog. Kentucky sits at the Louisville 29, 3rd and 3 with 22 seconds to play, and the game tied at 38.
Gee, many Christmas, Tom. My heart's beating out of my chest. I'm not even playing in this game.
What a day we have had. As the shadows start to creep out to the numbers on the near side, but the rest of the field in sunshine. And the sun will be shining bright on the big blue version of my old Kentucky home if the Cats can finish this drive with points.
Come on, boys.
3rd and 3 at the Louisville 29. 22 seconds to play. Trips right, 1 wide out left. Louisville looks like they're going to bring the house. Handoff Kemp straight ahead. And he gets down to the 28-yard line is all. So 4th and 2. They tried to hit him with a quick hitter against the blitz. And Louisville calls a timeout with 18 seconds to play. So now the ball sits close to the middle of the field at the 28-yard line. It would be a 45-yard field goal attempt for Austin McGinnis for his career from 40-plus. McGinnis is 16 of 24. He is 4 of 5 this year. 18 seconds on the clock. 38 all the score.
Tom, Mr. Livingston says he was making it before the game. There's a lot of difference when there's 18 seconds left in the clock and there's 11 guys over there that are breathing fire coming at you, Podge, instead of kicking over here when you can take your sweet time and kick it, let me tell you.
Austin McGinnis hit the game winner at the buzzer to beat Mississippi State last month. This field goal attempt brought to you by Whitaker Bank. They have your financial goals in mind. They'll donate $100 to the Kaywood Ledford Scholarship Fund. Austin McGinnis kicks for the lead with 18 seconds to play.
About 47 almost, isn't it?
Kentucky needs a 3 for the lead, but it's not Aaron Harrison. It's Austin McGinnis lining up to kick it. Yeomans to hold. Good snap. It's on the way. Plenty of leg. Good! It's good! With 12 seconds to play, Kentucky takes the lead 41-38 at Louisville. Party time in Big Blue Nation. If you can hang on for 12 seconds.
So the question here is, would you rather kick it where they can return it, or do you kick it for Austin to try to kick it out of the end zone, and then you're going to give them the ball at the 25 and let Lamar do something with 12 seconds is your question. You got to get it down there. You can't just pooch kick it.
You don't want to get too cute by kicking to the corner, risk going out of bounds.
Risk going out of bounds. Your coverage team has been good all year. They've given up a little bit today. If it's me, I tell Austin, you kick it as hard as you can. I don't care if you kick it 20 rows deep. Well, I want him to start at the 25.
I would suspect he'd have a little extra adrenaline at the moment.
I would think so.
He'll kick it left to right. Samuel far side, Dawkins near side for Louisville. Will the Governor's Cup head back up I-64 to the Bluegrass? We're 12 seconds away from making that trip.
Come on, coverage team.
McGinnis ready to move on the football. Here he goes. It's high. Angles over to the far side. Samuel will field it at the 3. Angles back to the middle at the 10, 15, 20. Upended at the 21-yard line.
6 seconds.
Zaheem King down to make the hit. 6 seconds to play.
We were all here for LSU, Tom. I don't want to...
We could have gone all day without reminding us of that.
But what do you do, Tom, with the ball if you're the defenders?
Knock it down.
Thank you.
Knock it down. We hear "Go Big Blue" from the far side.
Mikey Edwards, get back.
Lamar Jackson. 2 wideouts to his right, 1 to his left. As he drops to throw, he steps up in the pocket. He slides to his left. He's being chased. He's scrambling to the near side. He's set. He heaves it down the near sideline. Batted it up and intercepted by Edwards. It's over. Kentucky upsets Louisville. 41-38.
Wow.
The biggest win for Mark Stoops.
Nashville, here we come.
Dick Gabriel down on the sideline. What's happening?
Players are racing over to this end zone corner where the fans are. They're coming over to celebrate. Wildcats winning the Governor's Cup. They'll be making their way back out to the center of the field where Wildcats are hugging and celebrating. We're going to try to grab one of the veterans who's
Jeff
been through a lot.
Scenes of 1984 with players running over to the fans down in Knoxville.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I mean, You feel for these kids who put it all on the line, and finally it goes right for them. And it was the defense today that gets them through with the fumble recovery and the best game by your quarterback.
Ryan Timmons is a senior. He's a veteran. He made big plays today. What does this mean to you?
Man, it means a lot, man. This program, this team, we work well together, man. I'm so proud of our guys. Just sticking together, taking on a great team in Louisville. I'm proud right now. 4 touchdown underdogs. How did you guys do this? I mean, we've been underdogs half our games out this season, man. We just fight. We don't worry about that. We use that as motivation and appreciate all the guys who've been down us. You get the big trophy, but you also get a better bowl game. You know that, don't you? Yes, sir. Hey, the team deserves it. Coach Stoops deserves it. The coaching staff just sticking with his team and not giving up on us. It's for the University of Kentucky right now. Go celebrate. Appreciate it. Ryan Timmons.
On the night of September 3rd, Mark Stoops looked his players in the eye and said, nobody outside this locker room will believe in you. But they believed in each other and themselves. And here they are. 7-5 and a 41-38 upset over the 11th ranked team in the country. Gabe.
Mike Edwards, you're still got a football in your hand. Where'd you get that?
I got last play of the game. We're going to get it. Hey, I'm excited. We all excited.
Tell me how you guys pulled this off.
We just fought hard. We prepared all week. This is a big game. We had to beat them in a few years, and so we really needed it. They said, we really want to go get it.
It wasn't easy. He's a great player, Lamar Jackson, isn't he?
Spectacular player. Heisman, front runner for Heisman, and he's a great player. I love playing against him. Did you feel though if you could make them throw the ball that you could beat them? Oh yeah, we really just stop you on the run. We like him to run. We like I know he like to run, and we stopped the pass and just made plays.
Go celebrate.
Thank you.
All right.
What a day for Edwards. 2 interceptions today to go with 1 last week. And the Wildcats with a 41-38 win here at Louisville. Back down to Gabe and John Toth.
Senior John Toth, what does this mean to you, John?
It's just validation for all the hard work we put in the offseason, and we just proved to ourselves that we can finish. And that's what we've been preaching all year, and just putting a complete game together and just playing hard.
They did everything they could to take the run game away, yet you still put up yardage. How did you guys do this?
You just got to grit your teeth and go to work. That's what you got to do.
What's it like playing for Steven Johnson, the quarterback?
Oh, my God. All these guys are just, we're playing our butts off. So, it's awesome to play with all these guys. It's awesome.
You had your hands full today with the big man in front of you, though, didn't you?
Yeah, their D-line's really good. They get a lot of movement. So, we had to offset that, play low, play with good technique, and get some movement. So
you're going to a bowl game. Now you're going to a better bowl game.
That's awesome. Love it.
Thanks, John. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Stevie Johnson did it to the Cards again. Kentucky 41, Louisville 38. We'll be right back after this timeout on the UK Sports Network.
Zero down, everything to gain. Now at Wayne Supply Company, buy a new qualifying cat machine and you'll pay 0 down and 0% interest for 48 months. Plus skip 4 payments annually. Save on powerful cat machines, including skid steer loaders, mini hydraulic excavators, and more. Call Wayne Supply Company at 1-800-4WAYNE and ask for your compact equipment rep. Savings end January 31st.
Brick Street Insurance is able to provide solutions uniquely tailored to a specific business. Just ask Bobby Morgan, account manager at GoMart.
Working with a company like Brick Street, we get the best coverage for the best premium. They're always very helpful. They're always very responsive, getting back to me quickly.
Brick Street's proven results, working with your team to reduce injuries, mitigate risk, and positively impact your bottom line. Brick Street Insurance, your business, your people, you're covered.
We have a new player on the field, and he's ready for kickoff with a delicious ice-cold Coca-Cola and the kick. He's probably going to pour it here, and he does. The glass is full. Can he go all the way? He did it! Oh, wow! Woo. Coca-Cola. Taste the feeling.
This is Coach Mark Stoops. Cheering on the Wildcats is thirsty work. So when you need a timeout, grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola. The perfect game day refreshment. Go Cats.
Right now, high-paying, in-demand jobs are out there. But if you don't have a competitive edge, you probably won't make the cut. So get the education you need at the Kentucky Community and Technical College System. Our 16 colleges have hundreds of programs that can prepare you for a career. Plus, your KCTCS degree gives you a leg up on getting a 4-year degree. Whether you're ready to get a better job or looking to up your game at work, we're here to help. Get started today at kctcs.edu. Higher education begins here.
The Kentucky locker room as the players celebrate the upset win over the Louisville Cardinals, 41-38, a 4-touchdown underdog. And as I told you guys, some of the media members down here on the sideline debating, was this the best game in the history of this series? And if you're on this side of the field, at least in this corner of the end zone, you'd have to say yes. But, Tom, I kept asking the players, how did they do this? Because they rose to every challenge today.
Indeed they did. Mark Stoops has used that word resilient many times this season, and it was never more appropriate than today to take Louisville's best shots from the number one offense in the country, led by the possible Heisman Trophy winner, probable Heisman Trophy winner. They come out, go right down the field and score, and Kentucky never really got their Wildcat cranked up. They didn't overpower Louisville with the run, but Stevie Johnson got loose in 2007. Steven Johnson loosened up that Louisville defense today.
He threw for 338, 18 of 27, 3 touchdowns, plus his legs. I thought in key situations, him being to scramble out of there, keys for this Kentucky win.
The last 2 players to walk up this sidewalk here in the corner, Boom Williams and JoJo Kemp. And the reason, guys, is they hugged for about 3 minutes. And, I mean, you couldn't put a sheet of paper between them. You know how close guys get, Jeff, in the position rooms and all that. And JoJo being a senior, Boom was banged up a little bit. Benny wasn't at his best. JoJo came in and gave them a lot of energy. But you know who else walked in just ahead of them? Steven Johnson. And, guys, again, poker face. We're going to talk to him in the postgame, but just kept his cool, kept his composure. And, Tom, as you mentioned, these guys just somehow get it done, and he took a ton of punishment today.
He is just so cool. The best example of that, the play where he was going to throw and the ball got deflected, and that was one of those scrambles Jeff referenced where he just caught the ball that was slipped out of his hands, kept his composure, took it, ran down the field for a first down.
I just thought he just played with such composure, as you said today. Time and again, he is the one that bailed this team out. You're thinking the whole time that it was going to be the Wildcat. Well, the Wildcat didn't really work very well today.
No.
But Steven Johnson was able to do it with his legs and with his arm.
Louisville clearly schemed to take that away from the Wildcats and did an outstanding job. But it was just Kentucky looking to find a way to win. And in the end, it was turnovers. And listeners, you heard Tom Leach with the tally throughout the game, what team had how many turnovers, and remarked about the fact that there weren't that many until later in the game. And then, guys, turnovers made the difference, made all the difference today.
I figured it would probably take +2 for Kentucky to win this. They ended up +1.
Yeah, well,
but 2 of them came in the red zone that they got, so that more than makes up for the fact that they didn't end up with a higher positive
Guys,
number.
how unlikely, though, was it for Kentucky to knock the ball away from Lamar Jackson deep in the red zone and then drive 89 yards?
Just incredible. I mean, it's the kinds of plays that you make if you want to what the catchphrase is, change the culture of a program. Because everybody always laments the woe is me about Kentucky football. This time Kentucky went out and the other guy's not going to give it to you. You go out and make plays, and Kentucky made plays.
I think the bigger thing, Dick, not the fumble itself, but how Kentucky responded to get down the field.
Yes.
They opened things up. They were able to hit a big pass play. Timmons went up high to catch that one to get him into field goal range. So, I mean, they didn't sit back and just try to run the football against them. They were aggressive at the end. And what did they do? They finished.
And you know that at least once coming up, Mark Stoops will say something to Tom Leach about knocking down doors.
Hey, guys, JoJo Kemp, they were handing it to him late. I wasn't going to say this because if something happened, get accused of being a jinx. He's now carried the ball 353 consecutive times without fumbling.
Wow.
Second best in the country.
Outstanding. More to come, including comments from Mark Stoops. We'll talk to our player of the game, Steven Johnson, and more. It's Kentucky upsetting Louisville 41-38. Back in just a minute on the UK Sports Network.
How do you show someone love? You could send flowers, a sweet card or letter. Or you could make sure their house gets put back together after a damaging storm, or get them back on the road after a fender bender. That's how Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance has been showing Kentucky the love for the last 70 years. You see, Kentucky Farm Bureau doesn't just live here. KFB loves here. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. KFB loves KY.
Okay, lucky shirt, lucky socks, lucky seat, all set. Let's go, Cats!
Some Cat fans believe in superstition and luck, but the winning teams at LG&E and KU believe in planning. Planning for tomorrow while providing safe, reliable energy you can count on today.
Wait, where's my lucky hat?
And that kind of forward thinking brings new ways to make your life easier, like outage texting, paperless billing, and custom bill notifications.
Sit right here. I saved you the seat.
Lucky me.
LG&E and KU. Our energies go to serving you.
I had no use for health insurance, but my mom was always saying, sign up for Passport. And I was like, Mom. She was like, for my peace of mind. It got to be where I needed peace of mind, so I did. Now my mom, she can chill, and I feel pretty good about it too.
Together we can all feel better. Call 1-800-578-0603 and ask for Passport. That's 1-800-578-0603. Passport Health Plan, a proud sponsor of UK's Cats in the Community.
At SiriusXM, when it comes to college football, every day is Saturday. So tune in to hear me, Greg McElroy, along with college football greats like Lou Holtz, Eddie George, Matt Leinart, and more as we break down the action across the country.
Going up, takes it down in the back of the end zone.
Plus, get exclusive in-depth analysis and live reports on College Sports Nation. We'll bring you closer to the game we live and breathe all week long. The pulse of college football lives at SiriusXM. Find out more at SiriusXM.com.
The Kentucky Office of Highway Safety reminds you that officers are citing unrestrained motorists. Remember, click it or ticket.
Welcome back to Louisville, where the Wildcats defeat the Cardinals 41-38. First win over a ranked team on the road in 14 years for Kentucky. The last time they did it was here against Louisville in 2002. And they did it on an Austin McGinnis 45-yard field goal with 12 seconds left. And so many big plays, many of them on the defensive side. So it's time for our Kentucky Farm Bureau UK Defensive Player of the Game. And, Jeff, we're going to give it to two people.
Yeah, I think Jordan Jones had 10 tackles, a sack, 2 tackles for loss, and then, of course, the kid back there in the backfield, Mike Edwards, a nice game for him as well. 6 tackles, half a sack, half tackle for loss, but 2 big interceptions in the game. So Jones and Edwards, defensive players of the game.
Brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment. So we don't know until next Sunday where Kentucky will go in a bowl, but I would suspect the folks in Nashville will be awfully interested in Kentucky now for a return trip to the Music City Bowl. This had been a team that Big Blue Nation, some said, really hadn't fully embraced yet. Well, they are in the loving arms right now after this upset.
It's going to be interesting, Tom, because now you've got a bunch of teams that are all batched together. Georgia with their loss today. Everybody's sitting there at 6-6 and 7-5 in the SEC. So it's going to be interesting. And Neil was trying to tell us how they shake this out the other day of how they're going to shake out who's going to go where now.
You know how they're going to shake us out? See that road over there? It's I-65. It leads to Nashville. Kentucky 41, Louisville 38. Wildcat wrap-up coming here next on the UK Sports Network, including the exclusive post-game comments from Mark Stoops. Thanks to my teammates today here in Louisville, and good to know that we got one more game to do. Jeff Piecoro, the analyst, on the sidelines, Dick Gabriel, our stat man, Bob Livesey, the spotter, Zach Hurst, our engineer, Daryl Doss, Neil Price, our on-site producer, back in the studio, Curtis Birch at the controls today. Kentucky defeats Louisville 41-38. I'm Tom Leach, and this is the UK Sports Network.